The Wild Wild West.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Did I have a dream where we had 11 ads?
You might have.
I think I had a nightmare recently where they sent us 11 ads, and I was like, God damn it, enough of the ads.
You just do 4 hours of nonstop ad reads.
Are they ever normal products?
Of course they are, dude.
You're talking about
What are
like
you talking
fabric
about?
of our
It's always
lives?
like a funny new kind of bong or a new marijuana place. Is it ever like this is a, I don't know, Nike?
We're working.
I think we
towards-
had some Morgan & Morgan.
Yeah, we had Morgan & Morgan. He's a slip and fall injury. Well, he's an injury lawyer.
Yeah.
And then we had at one point, I think like Visa reached out to us too, and wanted us to do like a 3-minute Visa ad.
I would love
Where we
that.
talked about our journey and like how
Talk about our financial
Journey
journey.
toward good
and
credit.
how like Visa made specifically Visa, not money itself, made our journey.
Yes, Visa was very important.
Would you
Pulled out
say
this
no to
card, I
anything?
was like, no.
What's that?
What would you say no to?
I think we said no to Kratom.
Kratom, no Kratom.
What's Kratom?
Kratom
We
is.
said no to CBD.
We originally did
Delta 8. We said no to Delta 8.
Delta 8, but then they bulldozed us. We have to do
they
Delta
kinda
8 now.
bullied us
I love
into it.
Delta 8.
I love
People
Delta
love
9.
it. Old heads.
No idea what
Old heads.
Tell me
love it.
more about this product. I don't
So
know. What
weed's
these things
illegal
are.
in Australia, right?
It's decriminalized, so we just
Okay.
let it happen and
Yeah.
Nice.
tut tut.
So they let it go. Here, it's basically it's legal. It's like fully legal in some states, medically legal, then decriminalized. But then they did a thing where through I think it's like the 2019 Farm Bill, you can grow CBD, which is weed. It's just like CBD instead of THC, but there's
Right.
a little bit of THC. Then through some loophole, they allowed you to sell like 0.3% of the product in its dry weight to contain THC. So you can sell edibles
Okay.
with THC in them and be like, I got it from a hemp plant. It's nonsense. We've lost the war on marijuana here. It's coming.
Yeah, it's bad. New
Yeah.
York was very smelly. There's a lot of marijuana everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York, it's
On the street,
very
people with
legal,
little
yeah.
dogs and
I've
Here
actually
it's not.
started a
Texas
vigilante
isn't.
group. You don't smell it really. You smell it downtown.
I think it's like illegal here.
totally illegal.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Totally
Makes it
illegal.
fun.
Makes it fun, and also it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
It's like
Better
jacking
job.
off at home.
It is, dude.
You go back to your parents' house, you go, ooh, there's that spark. You have fun when you can get caught.
It's the rush.
Jacking off alone is,
it's very sad.
I'll jack off in this empty house, and it's
bullshit.
It's not as fun.
Well, that's where the toys come out. That's where dildos get involved.
That is where you start to expand, and you go, this isn't the, yeah.
Have you seen Jake the Snake Roberts in the wrestling documentary where he talks about going on the road?
No.
He's like, you go out on the road, you leave your woman behind, and you got one woman, and then you got two women, and then you got two women with toys, 4 women with toys. You go home and you try and make love to your wife, and you can't do it anymore. It's the saddest
Jake-
moment
that
in
was
the
Jake the
documentary.
Snake's-
I think that's Jake the Snake Roberts.
Damn.
His intro music was great.
Women
Yeah.
with toys is tough. 4 women with toys.
4 women with toys, I think, is the end of it. But
Yeah,
when you-
that's the end of the road.
That's like a fight. It's like Rodney King at that point. He's got 4 women hitting you with fucking
Oh.
sticks.
You have vibrators on each nipple. I'd be fried. I'd come just from that. We don't want to be too blue. But
Yeah,
I would-
we're not
I
trying to
would-
be blue.
If I was getting double vibed on each nipple, I'm fried.
You've been working blue lately.
I have been working on a blue. I want to get clean.
Who is that clean man who's blowing up, who just did
Bargatze?
SNL? Yeah, I watched him for
Yeah.
the first time last week.
He's wonderful.
Excellent.
It's absolutely wonderful.
He's yes, he's
He's
a
a joy.
phenomenal man. But he made me rethink my whole dirty act. And
Yeah, you do need to clean it up. And you're a good Catholic.
I
You
do
shouldn't
my
be
best.
out here doing dirty stuff.
Yes, it's gotten me into trouble before. I think it's closing doors in the
yeah.
Catholic community. I won't go into too much, but I think I'm not being invited on the speakers circuit.
For the Catholic speaker circuit?
Yeah.
That's, dude.
Yeah, that's a little high and mighty for a bunch of fucking pedophiles.
I reckon the Catholics got bad PR and they're a big institution, but I reckon they've raped fewer children than some of the other
I agree.
denominations. Yeah.
Then who? The United States government? Probably.
Well, I think,
but-
do you have the Uniting Church here? They're like Methodist, happy clappy. We love gay people. Apparently, they had the highest rates of child rape in Australia,
Really?
but no one talks about it because they,
The
hate climate
Methodists
change. And the Methodists and the Baptists got together and they formed one big rainbow coalition. Everyone's welcome here. That's who's going to fuck your kids. I'm sorry, we weren't trying to work blue.
No, I like it.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
think
fair.
this is exactly how it went last time. We were like, all right, cut that whole.
No,
We're
but
headed
dude,
down that path.
I
Sorry,
didn't know that. That's a good. That's a fair point.
Yeah. The
I mean,
reason
they're not
Methodist-
going to
let's-
try and if
the
you wanted
Catholic
to rape
Church
a
has
child,
one institution that everyone can be like, those are the bad guys.
Yeah.
All these other churches are just by themselves. weird pastors fingering kids.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Well, our Hillsong got done. Hillsong came out here, I think. Do you have Hillsong?
No, what's that?
It was our big Australian mega church that migrated to America. Justin Bieber was a Hillsong guy.
Really?
But then they got done for unpleasantness.
They were molested.
Yeah.
There were some issues. Yeah.
Jeez, Louise.
Yeah. I
What
think
is it? Why that?
I don't know.
A lot of trust. I think you would. Yeah. You want to go somewhere where people trust you with their kids and they're
And
very
you start
tired.
talking, though. You start taking confession.
Yeah.
You hear about a cool story from a kid. You go, you're going to slide that thing open.
Yeah, and if you're not releasing the pressure valve yourself, it's like, yeah, if you're totally pent up,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, you get kind of, I don't know though.
But you
like,
wouldn't go for a child.
Yeah, I have
first of
no
all. People
fat-
always say this. They're like, the celibacy turns people into pedophiles.
No,
I don't
it's-
think not coming would make you go, it's got to be a 6-year-old. That I
No,
know."
but the
Yeah.
celibacy attracts gay dudes.
For sure.
Yeah, true.
And I'm not saying gay guys are pedophiles.
No, but being celibate's gay. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Being celibate is gay.
I imagine it would be, if you were never
It
going to
is.
have a wife, it would be easier to give up not having a wife. It's very nice to have a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way to be a closeted gay man is to become a priest.
Oh.
So, I mean, I had to do it.
Arguably the
Otherwise, guys, I'd love to be getting pussy with you
Yeah, I
guys.
love getting pussy with you.
But I made a covenant with God.
And now you just got to hang out with the bros. Every
Yeah.
night. Yeah, true.
No, it'd be much harder to be celibate as a gay man. Because all the opportunities are there all the time.
True.
If you really wanted to not have sex with anybody, a gay man would have the hardest time.
I meant celibate, like not marry a woman.
I mean
Yeah.
celibate as in you'd never ejaculate.
Yeah, you can have sex with men doesn't count.
Having sex with men does not
It's
count.
not. It doesn't take. It's not a body count. It doesn't add to it at all. If someone asks how many people have you sex with, I only include women. I don't
Yeah.
count all the men I've had sex with.
Have you didn't watch Maestro? You haven't seen Maestro?
Mm-mm.
It's great.
What's my show?
It's Bradley Cooper being Leonard Bernstein, and he's a gay man
Did
who
he get in
falls
a
in
little
love
trouble
with a
for
woman.
tossing on a nose on that one?
He's extremely Jewish.
He tossed
in the
on
movie.
a prosthetic nose.
He
And
tossed
people
it
were
on?
like, chill, dude. Chill.
Because Cooper doesn't. I'm not coming at it. He's a beautiful man, but he has a decent schnoz.
He's got a
on him.
schnoz.
Yeah, no,
He
they
went for an
maximized
enhancement.
the.
Yeah.
He got
The
upgrades,
nose.
He went for Bernstein nose. They were like, you're playing a Jewish guy.
and he was like, "All
He
right,
was like, all right.
I've been waiting for this moment my whole life."
Put on a plague mask.
Give me lots
Like,
of
it's-
give me lots of gold rings,
Yeah.
and he just hunches over and does that the whole time.
Put out a small
Yeah,
golden
he tossed
box.
that nose on, dude. Look at that thing.
Damn. I mean,
beaked
dude, if
up.
that's what the guy looked like, what's the fuss?
Yeah, what did the guy look like?
It's probably he probably had a
Bet he was
schnoz.
beaked up.
Yeah, because if they threw on the beak and it was like a tiny nose. Oh no, he over exaggerated. Yo, that's a schnoz.
That's
dude.
a
What are you
fucking
talking about?
schnoz, dude. Coop.
Coop's got a bigger head. It's got to be proportional.
Yeah, that's also the angle. They're trying to make him look bad.
That other guy had, dude. Bernstein had a schnoz. Coops does look, something about it looks strong and more prominent, but I don't know.
I don't think that's why it was controversial. It's an anti-gay movie. It's the first most anti-gay movie I've ever seen.
What happens? that
So
it's anti-
he has sex with men. He's a composer and conductor, and he falls in love with a woman, and he is happy, but he still likes to fuck the men. But he really wants to be serious and a composer and just sit on his own and write. But he loves hot boys in the club too much, and so he just keeps doing that. And then he feels sad that he's not composing and that he's having a beautiful time with svelte young men.
So then what's the resolution of the movie?
He's a very sad. His wife dies. He's extremely old and sweaty, and he's in a nightclub with a beautiful young black man and dancing together, and then it's over. He never gets to be a great composer.
Because he was just too busy.
He was too busy with cock.
He was
Yeah.
in the club.
Yeah. It ends with him. It's like something
Dude.
like Pump It Up that he's dancing to in the club.
I was about
Really?
to say,
It's like, it's
Joe
yeah.
Budden?
It's I don't know what it is.
I
It's something like Pump
was
It
thinking
Up.
about
It's like
50
a
Cent in the
throbbing.
club.
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
That's kind of a good way to go.
He looks old and
If you're
sad.
gay and you're if he's an old shitty
Oh,
guy,
the
he's with a young
the boys
hot,
love him.
Yeah.
The boys are very happy.
he's with a
Sounds
young
like an
hot boy
excuse, though.
listening to 50 Cent. That fucking
True.
rules.
No, it's like in the damn Pump It Up.
Oh,
Got the
that song.
feeling
Yeah,
started.
Whoa.
It's not. It's something like that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. It's like that really was the reason he wasn't a great composer because he was having sex with his wife.
So when he's with his wife
Like,
and they're
how
having
much
a
time
family
was he
time,
spending?
then he goes and composes, and he comes back and he goes, "I've composed."
I see.
That makes sense. He needs to escape his wife.
Yes.
So he comes out and writes good composing, you know?
When he's with
But
the
when he's
boys.
with
She
the boys,
grounds
he's
him.
like, I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
doing shit, but
Sad-
sucking.
Saturday was for the
Sucking
boys.
rules,
Dude.
dude.
Saturday was for
Yeah.
the
So
hot
many
boys.
days. It's very good. I loved it. I cried.
It's a good movie.
You cried?
I cried. I didn't cry in All Quiet on the Western Front.
I did.
Yeah.
I wept.
But I was, it was a mistake to watch that in the afternoon before the show.
Yeah.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
I continue to watch it. I keep watching it.
It's good. It's a fucking.
I enjoy it.
It was a good movie. Yeah, that is a good plot. People were saying that's a gay, like what he was supposed to like have like the gay young boy be the muse for like the best song ever.
Wait,
Like,
who was
what
about
did
Bernstein?
they want? The movie was about his life, and unfortunately, he wasted his life having sex with young boys when he should have been composing. And maybe his wife.
Reality
lost some
gets in the
stability.
way of the woke people telling the story they want to tell. But
True. They should remake it where like he writes like a hit Lady Gaga song. Like everyone's like, "Yay, you're our hero."
Yeah.
He was having sex with young boys. Fucking squandered his time.
Yeah.
I mean, it would fill up all your time.
And your butt.
I see him. I think of him as a top.
He was a top.
My guess is that he was topping or a power bottom. I don't know if that's a term you have.
Yeah, we
It
have
is.
that here. We have power bottoms here. Do you have a lot of power bottoms in Australia?
I see them out and about.
They
the
walk
dynamic,
backwards.
The dynamic twinks, they're getting out there. I think I have the bear physique. I could never.
Bear physique.
Yeah.
So what are bears? Are bears tops or bottoms? What are bears? I've never even thought about like the role they play in terms of like the penetrative act. Because I know there's like bears, seals,
Otters?
What's a seal?
Isn't there an otter?
an otter. I think an otter is like a hairless. I'm technically an otter. It's like a hairless kind of in between. I'm not like a twink, which I think that sounds like a bad word, right? That's a regular word.
Twink's fine.
Twink.
Twink's-
Okay, good. Twink's like one of the skinny guys that kind of look like little boys or whatever. But like, and then you have a bear. Then in between
know
a
a
bear and a
twink.
twink, I'm
You know
a
a
seal.
twink. You see a twink, you go.
Yeah,
"Whoa."
you see a twink. you go,
But then they become very muscular.
Twinks, do they can get
Yeah.
shredded. They can
I-
shred.
I-
That
haven't-
might be an otter. Lemaire, you got to figure out gay terms.
That's your job.
No, I mean, what do they mean?
Bear, big hairy guy. Otter is a
Svelte.
jacked, hairless guy.
Appreciate that. Okay,
And
appreciate
then
that.
the twink, the hairless little skinny boy, the Gardini.
That's guy. He's a hairy boy.
Yeah.
What's a tiny hairy man? That's just a wop.
Weasel.
Yeah.
And then don't forget about the pig. There's a
The cum
sexual
pig.
pig. Yeah, there's all in that mix. There's just this pig who will just do anything.
It's all these farmyard animals.
Yeah,
thrashing
it's
about in the
George
slop.
Orwell's
Saying
Animal Farm.
there's a cum pig truck driver.
Yeah, my brother Billy was driving trash trucks, and there was another truck driver who was telling him how he was a sexual pig, and like it's just one of those things where dudes like you'll like pull the truck over, drop a dumpster off, stop at a Holiday Inn, and like 9 dudes will just blast jizz in your mouth, and you'll like hold it in your mouth for like a half an hour while you drive a truck.
Well, that doesn't.
They'll just
sound
tell you
very
to do
nice.
anything. They'll tell you what to do,
I
and
once-
you have to do anything.
I only stayed in Bordertown once, which is it's only truckers go there, but the smell of semen in the hotel room was. It was. I remember it to this day. It
9
was,
loads in your mouth. That'd be a bad time to
Or,
sneeze.
like whatever. Yeah, it's like I
Yeah.
think they'd say like I think him specifically, he
Yeah.
would keep it under his
You
armpit.
sneeze in the truck. Just
Oh.
God damn it.
Oh, I think what this guy actually did was they'd shoot it into his armpit, and he just kept loads in his armpit and like just pushed the rig. Just-
I hope the robots take that job and that he's a homeless man. Yeah, that's revolting.
yeah, but what are they going to do? You got to keep them. You got to keep the truckers in the truck and just let them just keep partying, like meth, weird, like chem
No,
sex.
they'll protest and they'll be gunned down in the street to make an equilibrium. It'll be Canada, but it'll be big and it'll be nastier. There's no way they're going to keep the truckers, right?
Truckers,
The technology's there for the trucks to do it on their own now.
it's close. I have little coolers around me that drive food around.
Yeah.
Little robot coolers.
I've seen
You
those.
step in front of them, they're like, beep, 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 beep,
They're
beep.
going to get fucking yanked every time.
Yeah, I would. Well, here they could get those things in Philly. Would be so funny.
Yeah.
Coolers of like sushi, just getting
Just
fucking
stolen every
jacked.
single time.
Just a couple cowboys, I'm like yeehaw.
Yeah.
Do you have the delivery robots?
Yeah.
Do they get taken?
No, in my area, they don't get taken or messed with.
Do drones come and drop things at your house? And
I
then
haven't
fly
seen
away?
that. I
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
seen that yet.
We have
I'd like
all.
to see
This is
that.
the future. This is America.
True.
We have drones everywhere dropping off all types of packages.
We had 2 robots at our hospital. Like we built it was the most expensive building in the world. It was top 3.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was. It was a big blowout.
Most expensive building in the
It was
world
the, it
was
was
in
the third
fucking
most. It
Australia.
was the third most expensive building in the world. It was a hospital, and they
That was your
they
tax
did it
dollars,
with
by the way, you
animated.
never say.
I know we're very unhappy about it, but they built like robots that would move around and help people, and then immediately one of the robots I think fell down an elevator shaft and was destroyed.
Oh no.
Or like someone stole the robot. But yeah, it was the third. Adelaide, where I'm from, had 2 of the top 10 most expensive buildings.
What were the
ever.
robots there to do?
There's a lot of corruption, I think, going into it. It's true. Are you looking it up? Look up the Maya Centre and look up the Adelaide Hospital.
What were
This
the
isn't
robots
true
function?
according to our research.
Yeah, true. We got to check this out.
American research at its finest.
What were the names of the buildings again?
The Adelaide Hospital, Royal Adelaide Hospital, the new Royal Adelaide Hospital, and the Maya Centre, which was so expensive it caused our state bank to collapse. And then no one built a new
Centre?
building in Adelaide for another 15 years afterwards.
Oh, it's the MAYA Center.
MYER. It was
Meyer Center.
it's like a department store, but it has a big gap in the middle. So it was meant to be, you can walk around and there was a roller coaster on the inside, which they shut down because a lot of people were using it for suicide.
You guys try to
That's awesome.
Mall of Australia.
The
They try
Mall
to
of
do a mall.
Australia.
Like we have like a
We have
like,
Mall of America.
dude. We have so many indoor fucking roller coasters and malls that we.
This
can-
is crazy.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Why?
What are you talking about, dude? Nothing in Adelaide is. Boys, hit him with the stats.
Come on, man.
Look at this. Lamizzi's on your ass.
You have it, right, Lamisi?
The Maya Centre cost like $1 billion in 91
Jesus.
when $1 billion meant something. It goes like Burj Khalifa, something else, Adelaide Hospital.
It's the most expensive in Australia.
No, I'm telling you. Don't you talk down on my home.
Dude, I don't know. We're looking at the.
We're
20
talking USD here.
Yeah, true.
We're not talking made up Australia money.
We're not talking McDonald's money.
2.4 billion.
That's nothing,
That's we
dude.
pissed that.
New
That's
Royal
how much
Adelaide Hospital.
That's literally
Look
every
at this.
NFL
Look at this, it
stadium.
comes up.
Look at how
New-
much Cowboys Stadium costs.
Architecture design, new Royal Adelaide Hospital named 3rd most expensive building in the
Ooh,
world.
what website is this?
I don't know, but it's
RetardAustralia.com.
SoFi Stadium costs $5.94 billion.
What did?
The Rams Stadium costs $5.9 billion.
Not 9.5.
$9.5
but that's
billion.
more recently.
Yeah.
I'm
The
actually,
universe-
frankly, kind of embarrassed.
Look
Your
how
hospital's
excited
only
they are.
$2
It's
billion.
like 2 stories and there's a helicopter. They're like, we've got a fucking helicopter that lands on it. 3rd most expensive building in the world.
Early bird.
We weren't happy that it was the 3rd most expensive building in the world. It was an accident.
True.
They were going to have no waiting rooms. It was going to be so good you just went in
There's
and
so
got a
many
doctor.
more. Dude, that's crazy.
No,
they're saying
architecture
building.
design said it was true.
They fucked up.
It's a
man.
dare
small
you.
building.
You guys
It's
got
a medium-sized hospital.
and they had 2 robots in there.
They had now 1 robot, yeah,
What were the robots doing?
carrying people's food around on trays.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
You got to see these buildings.
Hey,
The
dare you
Gold-
disrespect our hospital?
And this hospital is bullshit. Gold Coast University Hospital. Thing's an eyesore.
Complete
Fiona
eyesore.
Stan-
You can
Fiona
only
Stanley
dream
is-
of going to the Gold Coast University Hospital.
Fiona Stanley, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Blech. I don't know what the hell that
Damn,
is.
what that sphere cost in Vegas?
Yo,
Fired
I
up.
was looking
Dude,
into
Sphere is
spheres.
number 1.
I was looking into spheres
Ram
yesterday.
Stadium, Sphere. We don't need fucking hospitals.
Yeah, dude, ours are fine. Well, I think one of them closed down.
Sphere
here.
is 2.3 billion.
The sphere?
I
Just
knew
a
the
little
sphere.
sphere,
I
just a
knew
little
the
something.
I knew the Sphere. That's just something fun we have.
Have you been to the Sphere?
I love it.
Pointless-
I've been there.
Pointless sphere.
I've seen it. I haven't gone inside.
No, I haven't at all. I didn't know it existed literally till yesterday.
It's awesome.
That's pretty tight.
It's pretty cool to see.
Spherical design is awesome.
I was there during when the NBA was there, the summer league. So the whole thing was just a giant basketball. It was very fun to see.
Is it a stadium on the inside?
Yeah. Apparently, it's like a life-changing event.
I imagine it would be the worst space for comedy
The
imaginable.
sphere?
Most likely.
Just a laugh going.
Yeah,
what,
true.
Yeah.
A kilometer up.
I do think we're supposed to live in spherical. I think if we all lived in spherical buildings, we'd be much happier.
Have you been watching the Kanye breakdown videos?
No, but
Oh, that was right before the Jewish one. It was, we must all live in spheres.
what
He was drawing circles and saying, we will all live in a circle. There are
He's
no
right,
rooms.
though.
Spud was on that, wasn't he?
yeah, what are
Doesn't
the
Spud want to build a house with no angles?
I think so. It sounds like something.
something
he'd
like that.
build. What are those things called? Those there's a certain type of sphere. I was trying to
Oh,
think.
biosphere?
No, is it terrarium?
Damn, Lamizzi's sharp today.
Lamizzi
Did you
is
smoke a
sharp.
blunt this morning? I knew it, dude. He came in and we were watching Jeopardy. Lemaire
He dominated.
dominated.
Yeah, he's dude. I'm telling you.
I literally paused it and I was like,
Did you see?
"Are you
didn't
watching
believe
this?"
it. You watched this yesterday.
He got
You were very
he got
judgmental.
sabbatical. I didn't even think he knew.
yeah, man.
Couldn't believe it.
He was in my study, dude, for fucking months. He was in my study.
There was a TV show column. I plowed through it. He plowed through it, dude.
Fuck. So,
But yeah,
you've
architect.
been
You guys,
debunked.
yeah,
Now
you've been
you
totally.
know
You didn't.
being
I
a
was
liar.
upset you didn't like University Challenge.
I
That
mean,
was difficult for me.
He put on.
It's University Challenge.
It's this
It's the greatest
British.
television show. That
It's like
England's
British
ever-
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
For geniuses from like Oxford and
Oh.
Cambridge. I couldn't even understand the question.
How'd you like it?
That's my favorite show.
Were you nailing any of them?
I watch it with my wife.
It is. I understand
Yeah.
why you like it. It is. You were
Yeah.
right. It is soothing to see autistic British guys.
And then when you get one that they don't get, you feel better than someone who's
Yeah.
defined their whole life on being really smart.
True.
Yeah.
Then you just turn it off and be like, yeah, I knew I was smarter.
And the
than those
host
guys.
is very judgmental. He had to
he
retire.
is a dickhead.
He was. Did you ever watch the Russell Brand interview where the guy's going, "What about voting? Don't you?" That was a big. Russell Brand was anti-voting, and
Yeah.
he grilled Russell Brand. Back when that seemed like the worst interview Russell Brand would have to give.
He got into some hot water, but I think he got right out of it.
Russell Brand. He fucked Hermione.
Did he?
Not the actor. He fucked the character Hermione from Harry Potter. She was using her time turner to get out of class, and she fucked Russell Brand.
The British show was all British knowledge though, which is very annoying.
Yeah, it's
It's all like which monarch executed the Archduke of Kent and Canterbury, and
yeah.
Yeah,
fucking-
you don't. I didn't know you didn't know about.
we don't know
English history.
anything about all your fucking.
It's
Oh,
great.
dude,
English
that-
Civil
I was-
Wars is great.
That's funny. I was reading about that recently.
What's that?
Some guy in Canterbury killed this religious guy. One of the kings or something killed this guy, and it was
There
a
was
big hubbub.
murder in the cathedral. Was yes, T.S. Eliot wrote a poem about it. A
Yeah.
play. It's great.
Canterbury is fucking. I thought it was such a sweet place. It's soaked in blood. I always thought Canterbury was just guys trotting around like,
Yeah, it is.
They
But
went
then
and murdered
occasionally
a
they're
guy.
like,
Well, that's their
"Oh,
pope. Their pope is the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Yeah,
Yeah, although they don't call it that.
just went and fucking iced them in a cathedral. And then they like try to. They would like save people's bones. That was still a huge win. Like, yo, we got a piece of his bone. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
let's go.
Little
I
relic.
think they had to like grind his bones up and like
Yeah.
turn him to dust.
We still do that.
What's that?
Take saints' bones and grind them
Yeah.
up and hand
Little
them out.
relic.
Yeah, yeah.
Every
relics, yeah.
Catholic church has a saint, something from a saint underneath the altar.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a little bit of knuckle.
Yeah, but no one
That's one of
cares
my
about the
favorite
relics.
things
No one
about it.
cares about the relics anymore.
I care about the relics.
Relics
I go
were a
and see the
big deal
relics.
back in the day. That was like you got a little piece of something. It was like, yo, let's go.
We
Yeah.
learned about relics in school, and then Age of Empires came out. And one of the ways you can win in Age of Empires is to collect relics. I
Really,
was very excited about it.
that is pretty tight.
Yeah, I've
actually.
been a big fan of relics ever since.
Did you ever play Civilization?
I have.
Civ 5, I went back to over Christmas, and I spent Christmas Day silently in a room in my mother-in-law's
Yeah,
house,
it's
just
nice.
playing Civ 5 and helping the Jewish-Japanese empire take over the world.
Ooh.
We didn't make
Japanese.
it. We ran into I don't know, one of the big guys with a sword from the steppe just dominated us. But I like to be the Japanese. It's the most honorable of all the empires.
Yeah, I like that. How did you link up with the? So did you link up with Israel or just like?
Oh,
You get to pick your
can
religion
choose
and
your
choose
religion,
worldwide.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So you did the Jewish. Yeah, you did like Shinto. Judaism?
Christianity was taken, and I thought I didn't want to be Tengriism because I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, I heard that.
But
What
I
is
thought
it?
Tengren to get Teng. It's got a T and a G right off the top. Tengriism. It's like Zoroastrianism or
Okay.
something.
Tangential.
Tengri. It's only in Civ 5. I don't know.
I think they made it.
It's not a real religion. Sid Meier's just invented it. That's a great. I lost a lot of time.
What do you say to all the Satanists out in the world?
Come back to the church. We still love you. It's not too late.
What's the number one religion in the world?
Well, there's only one religion in the world,
Let's
which
go.
is Catholicism, and everything else is a perverse heresy or a pagan mistake. That's what I'm about.
Nice.
We're back.
Hell yeah.
Not to say there's not a lot of good people of other religions out there, but they are
sure.
all wrong.
For sure. They just need to come to church and be fucking silent for
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Hold
Dude,
on
I
for
went
it.
to a on I think the day before Christmas. I went to like Brittany's friend invited her to like or us to one of those kind of mega churchy kind of things. But
Yeah.
it wasn't that big. But it was one
I
of
don't
those
want
like
you in there.
dude, it was
I don't
Did
want
you do
get-
this?
I don't,
I
Was
want,
didn't do it, but that was
I
going
don't
on.
want you in there.
I had to
Did you
get
have
in there and
was there a
check it
smoke
out.
You could get
machine?
pumped on that shit.
Did you
No,
get
I
lasers?
wasn't a fan. I was
Guitar?
yeah, it's literally Royal Gemstones level of like a
Yeah.
band. They're like, oh yeah. They're all, so I was just watching it, and it was funny though because I'm watching the dudes who grew up in that, and it's like your hands are out.
Yes.
And my church training kicked in, and I'm just like a Roman soldier, dude. I just fucking you just stand there perfectly straight. I'm like totally devoid of emotion. Just
Yeah,
It's pretty tight.
You heard some buzzwords, took a knee.
because I was like, I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna chill. And then I just noticed I was completely rigid and just like so serious the whole time. Like, oh yeah, this is my church training.
Well, it's also hard because it would be evil, but the skill set for a comedian to a mega church person would be one for one. You could have a private jet really fast.
Yeah,
And
true.
sometimes I watch call it Foxtel, your cable television, the evangelical channel, and you've got a man named Bishop T.D. Jakes, I think is his name. Do you know this man? He's a big fat black guy, and he's the most charismatic man, maybe in the world.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had believe it or not, the I don't know what they call it there. I guess like the homily or whatever was just a dude on a giant screen.
Yeah.
No dude in person.
Oh,
Wasn't there.
okay.
It was just dude on screen.
So they call it church planting, and because it's all based around the charisma of the one guy, they'll have their like one big mega church, and then they'll have other churches around the country, and all you do is turn up, and they put the TV on, and you watch the guy do his.
Yeah, they had the band was in person, and then they had like a
How was the band?
the band kind of slapped, dude. The band was kind of.
I don't want
It was just Christmas carols. They were just ripping Christmas carols live, and I was like, this
Little
fucking
drummer
cool.
boy was going hard.
That
It
rules.
was cool. And then an area, this was kind of suspect. They have an area where you can like drop your kids off and their kids will play. So I was kind of like,
Yeah.
what are you weirdos doing over there?
I went to one.
that was
that
just kinda cool for your daycare.
I don't want to use the word segregate. They split the kids up into. It was like the 0 to 3, and then it was like 4
Yes,
to
they tried to
something.
do that, but we made them take both our kids together. We're like, no, we're not something.
Did you have Sunday school in the Catholic? But didn't the kids are all at the mass the whole time from start to finish?
Yeah, there was a couple times they would make the kids leave.
Really?
I don't care.
And they would do that. Yeah, I remember being very little.
No.
We would have to go to the gym.
Kids should be there for the
We'd
whole.
sit
mass.
on the basketball court and they would,
Just talk to you.
We had a priest who used to Jesus out, and he would be like, all the kids come up while I do the homily, and they'd sit at his feet,
I hate
and he
that.
would just
I hate
fucking
that.
oh boy.
Lord with the headset on, and he
Yeah.
would just talk.
He
That
had
was
a
it. He
headset?
did-
Nah.
Yeah, he would headset out and step out in front of there's he'd have just like kids
Damn.
sitting down. So they'd all sit and like fuck around, and he just would talk. He didn't do anything.
The
weird.
priest should have his face to the wall the whole time.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm a big.
You're
I'm
Latin mass.
I'm a Latin mass person.
True. Face to the wall and just fucking squeezing.
It's not
his
about
nuts.
him. We're all here together. Yeah, he can do whatever he. As
Shia
soon as he's
LaBeouf's
doing the
about
mass.
it too. He's a Latin mass man.
Yeah, that was what's his name? Bishop Robert Barron. He did a big thing about I don't like the new mass. It's like they're trying to sell me a car.
Yeah.
And then sadly, the Padre Pio movie was not great.
Was it not?
No.
I was just gonna say I liked it no matter what.
I had very high threshold for being able to forgive it being a bad
Looked
movie.
like it was a very low budget.
He was great.
Yeah.
Shia was great.
The movie stunk.
Shia's great in everything.
True. The movie stunk though.
Movie was really very bad.
What was it about? What was the?
It was like about revolutionary Italians and how Padre Pio is a good man and cries a lot. But also everyone else is putting on a fake Italian accent. Or they're really Italian, but they're
Really?
Padre Pio, why don't you come to help? And Shia LaBeouf doesn't do the accent. He's like, get out of here. Satan, get behind me. Like, please, Padre. What
Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About
that
it,
is cool.
yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no.
He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
I
like-
don't want to do the accent. It's not real. And they let him not do it because he's Shia LaBeouf.
That would have been the funniest thing of him being like, oh, I don't know. It might have been nice. That would be very. They all did Borat accents.
I don't have a wife.
Yeah, my wife. Damn, that sucks. I was gonna watch that event. I figured I'd watch it on an airplane or something, but
I mean, give it a go. Maybe you'll.
nah, I believe you. It stinks. I'm waiting for the new. I'm waiting for the new whatchamacallit, Passion of the Christ Part 2.
Oh, man.
yeah.
It's gonna be tight.
Comeback City.
That's my number one person I want to meet in America.
Mel.
Is Big Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all about Mel Gibson. Have you seen Signs?
Yeah.
The bit where he loses it at the dinner table and eats everybody's food
Yeah.
is maybe my favorite ever seen in a. Although Swing Away is very good. Joaquin
Swing Away was
Phoenix.
nice.
Is, oh,
Joaquin
it's the best
Phoenix.
movie.
A lot of people are hating on Napoleon, dude. Still,
I haven't seen
the
it. Yet.
Napoleon movie.
Let him hate.
Yeah, dude. A lot of
It's
people. It's almost. I feel like it's almost like a reflexive social. Yeah, that movie sucks.
Yeah.
So I just watched it. It was cool.
I liked
They're
it.
like it wasn't even true. They
I
got
heard
stuff
there was a
wrong.
bit where he
Well-
fired a cannonball into the pyramid.
Yeah. People are very upset about that. It's funny to get upset about that as a historical inaccuracy, and then every single show is like the Queen of England's black. You know,
Yeah, what
show
was
is
the
that?
latest?
every single show,
Really?
every single historical documentary.
They say the
Like,
Queen of
There's
England's
a black
black?
Isaac
all
Newton
types of
now. The
bullshit.
black
I've
Isaac
never-
Newton was the latest big
Yeah,
one.
they did Cleopatra, where it's just 100% just a black lady.
Yeah,
Every single thing they do.
True. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I didn't know the Queen was like, he was queen.
They did. Didn't they do a Queen movie?
I think it's good to make the Queen black.
Me too.
She's a beautiful woman, and a more soulful representation it's going to get monarchy out to more people in the community.
You love the monarchy.
I love the
Did you know that about this?
You
man?
love the monarchy?
God
loves
save
it.
King.
You're a monarchist?
I am a monarchist. Yeah.
You don't want Australian independence?
We're
We're never going to get Australian independence.
Why?
Because
Not with that
we
attitude.
tried in the 70s, and I think you removed our prime minister.
What did you guys try
All
to do?
bad.
What was the try?
You eased him out the door.
Did
Sorry.
you guys dump the tea in the harbor?
No, we keep trying to have a vote on it, and we had a vote in the 90s and we got rid of it. But for us to be a republic, it would just be like our woke middle class
Yeah.
people would run the show, and now we get to deprive them one thing that they want. So
Kind of nice.
Ooh, so
I'm
you
very
like the
happy with
right wing angle of the monarchy?
yes,
Oh,
I like big fancy hats. I mean, that is the first estate. It is the most right wing thing. Is the monarchy?
True.
Yeah.
That's where they were sitting in the court.
True.
Big
What are your
robes.
thoughts on Franco?
Hmm?
Franco, the
Uh,
Catholic fascist.
Well, he's a phalangist, first of all.
What's a phalangist?
And that was very similar to a fascist. I think there's a stronger defense for Salazar, who was the dictator of Portugal. But Franco was allowed to be there till the 70s, right?
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah. I have no serious complaints about Franco. That might get me in trouble.
Spanish
He stayed
people get.
he stayed out of World War II.
Yeah.
He didn't have a problem with the Jews, as far as I'm aware. That's pretty nice.
True. He kept his gripes to himself.
It's not- it's
Great
not-
uniforms. He stopped people massacring
Yeah.
nuns in the street.
That's nice.
I mean,
This is your Kanye. This is your Kanye.
This is my
moment.
Kanye
I
moment.
love Franco.
Why were people massacring nuns?
because you can't trust Republican Spanish people. They just wanted to do it.
True that.
Yeah, they were nasty
They wanted
communists.
to get away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. I like when France did that whole thing where they tried to like set up a whole new calendar based on like 10
Cult
days.
of the Supreme Being.
Yeah, the fucking 10-day periods, and it was like they would be like, today is the day of rationality. Everybody celebrate in the streets. It was like,
How do you hate monarchy and love Napoleon? He made himself an emperor.
What do you, I love the.
He got
I,
crowned.
I don't. I like looking at history about Napoleon.
You don't worship the man?
No,
Okay. I have a little bit
This is
of
the United
Napoleon
States,
worship.
brother.
it's a good distinction.
This is the United States, brother.
True.
I would love it if you had a king. You would have such a great king. You would have such good parades.
We did have a king, brother. He
We
got
did have a
fucking
king,
cheated.
and he got fucking exiled.
You deserve your own.
He got sent. To,
Oh, you were talking about
Yeah, he got sent to Elba. He'll be back.
Yeah, true.
the return of the king.
He's coming back.
He for real might win. Like very
Yeah, he just got one vote from Australia.
true.
I don't
Just
get to
got
vote.
a new
I don't
vote.
get to vote.
You got to hurry up and get in there.
Yeah, dude.
I'll try and get a green card.
Do a mail-in.
They'll let you vote. The Dems will give you.
They'll probably let me vote 5 or 6 times if they think I'm voting
Yeah.
for the candidate they want.
The Dems are going
I
to pass
don't
some laws.
believe that your elections are real. You don't have an independent. Can I say? Is that?
What?
You can say it, whatever you want.
Yeah, like there's so much room.
What?
There's a lot of room for hijinks.
No.
No, I'll tell you what happens.
No.
No?
Don't bring that crap to us.
All
What
right.
happens- Here's what happens.
All
right, I'm just
you
having
get
fun
home
with
from
it.
your job and you put your little tool pouch down.
Yeah.
You walk in. You go, "It's about time I shared a piece of my mind." The guy in Washington goes, "Oh crap, Joe just voted for this." And then just
Yeah.
1-to-1, no fucking.
There's
monkey
nothing
business.
else.
You should get together in a room and all raise your hands. I
True.
think
Well,
that's how you should.
You
Sorry,
would
not like
you would like that.
straight up.
Yeah,
and
you
in
would
a-
like
in
that.
an- I love democracy. So I think Franco peacefully handed power back over at the right time. And so what about that?
That's pretty cool.
You know,
I was in Spain, and a lot of guys are still very, very pro Franco.
the Italians love Mussolini.
And they
Not
will let you
everybody,
know.
but a lot of them do. They still go to Mussolini's. They still venerate Mussolini.
But back to what we were talking about a second ago. There's a lot of things me and Matt will joke about on this podcast, and we don't fucking joke about election fraud.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
never do that again.
you only take election fraud very seriously as a problem.
Very
Yes.
seriously.
Okay.
No, not as a problem. It's not a problem.
I've never voted because of it.
Yeah, we neither of us have ever voted once.
I refuse to vote until everyone
Yeah.
accepts that there's no election fraud
You
in this country.
can't be against monarchy and in favor of republic if you refuse to participate in your democracy.
That's the point of it, though. We're allowed
No,
to.
no, no.
We cannot participate if they suck.
True.
We can go, these
they
guys
suck if you don't participate.
No, they don't.
There's nothing we can do
Our
about it.
democracy
You
is
could get
going
involved.
well.
You could run.
What are you talking about? Look at our democracy right now. It's going fantastic.
Yeah.
I think either one of you could run. To
We have
be
the
a
oldest
congressman and have a
president
good
in the
time with
world
road.
right now, dude.
We have the oldest fucking guy ever. You know how hard
He's
that is to
very-
keep that guy active? That's such a testament to science is real.
I watched the Conan
True.
interview with him, and I had to stop. It was too sad.
It
Which
is sad
interview?
to watch.
Conan O'Brien interviewed him.
Did he really?
Yeah, and Biden is mumbling and smiling, and
And they all
they
like,
have a very greasy lens on so that they both look like
Really?
yeah.
Why would they have a greasy lens?
So he's
to
not
hide,
as wrinkly.
so you can't see his
Oh, really?
his true skin.
It's like every other Conan
True.
video is crisp and clear and HD, and then the Biden one, and it's like the second Sex in the City movie where you can't really make out.
Maybe you
going
want
on?
to see the the hologram just fucking zipping it out.
Someone told me Howie Mandel has a hologram business.
He does.
Did you tell me that? Who
No,
told me
I
that?
didn't. Sam
probably-
Talent
yeah.
or
Okay.
Matthew.
He does have a hologram.
That's cool.
business, Yeah.
I started watching Deal or No Deal after the
It's a
episode
great
you
show.
did with him. It's the most high intensity
Deal or
show.
No Deal is
it's
a great
just
show.
full blown degenerate gambling in the evening on television for families.
There's the worst show ever. What was that show where the lie detector show?
Dude, they had to stop that.
It was
That was
they
ruining
would bring
families.
they
Yes.
would bring couples on and hook the wife up or the husband up to a lie detector
We just ask if
and
you've been
ask them
fucking
like,
around.
have you been cheating? And if they answer correctly
Yeah.
and tell the truth to what the lie detector said, they advance and get more money.
Ah,
Moment of truth.
Yeah.
So there's questions like, have you cheated on your husband? And the husband will be like, because you can stop. You can say, I'm done answering
oh,
and tap out and you don't get the money.
Or you can get the bag.
Or you can secure the bag. So sometimes families vote on
what?
like, go ahead, mom.
But the lie
answer the
detector
question.
machine doesn't work. It's not admissible.
Well, it's admissible enough. If you're
Yeah.
trained, you can kind of get around it. But if you're an average person,
But what if they're like, have you cheated on your wife? And you say no, and it comes up with a yes, but you feel very bad about masturbating sometimes or something.
true, it isn't perfect for
There's-
sure. But
Then your life is over. And
Yeah, but
20
you can
million
tell
people
when
watched it happen.
you can tell when the woman on stage goes, yes, I've cheated on my husband. She's not lying.
Yeah, because they're hooked up to it. So they're like, fuck, I can't lie.
Yeah.
So I need this money.
I'm glad they canceled that show.
I don't know how real that show was.
I hope it's not real.
I hope it's
it
not
wasn't.
real.
Yeah, because
Because that was some of those clips are
it was devastating.
heartbreaking.
It was absolutely devastating.
Deal or No Deal is as wacky as I'm happy to go.
Yeah, that's fun.
All the sexy ladies with the. There's definitely a pornographic element to Deal or No Deal.
For sure.
This is a big America thing of there's something sexual and you will not acknowledge as a society that something sexual is happening.
You don't like that? We
Well,
love
like
that.
cheerleaders showing their underpants while they do high kicks.
That's sexual.
At a high
No
school.
one's saying that's not
Every
sexual.
single
You're at a
person.
high school.
Oh, at a high school?
And they're full faces
Oh.
of makeup and
Yeah.
14-year-olds.
Well, that's just the cult of the prima donna continuing. We do that. We've sexualized teenage girls for
Yeah.
years.
But
It's like a sacrifice.
Britney Spears' mother, when she was on the cover of Rolling Stone, was like, no one could think that was sexual. She's in
was-
little silk pajamas with her tummy out. And
Yeah, it was totally sexual. Well, I think we used to.
Billie Eilish, sorry. I'm very angry
Silk
about the Billie
pajamas.
Eilish one. Billie Eilish was sexualized before she was 18.
Billie Eilish looks like a little boy.
No, they found ways of
No,
showing
brother.
that she had great big
She's
titties.
grown up.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I always
And
thought
then
she looked like a little boy.
Every
Maybe that's-
video when she was
Monster
under
melons,
18, she would have things being dripped onto her face from a
Yeah.
high-rise camera angle.
That's just getting slimed, dude. That's Nickelodeon.
That's
Yes.
kids doing stuff for
little
kids.
gag.
Yeah, that's kids for the kids.
Yeah.
Little kids swimming about on someone's face.
You guys don't have
Oh.
teenage pop stars in Australia?
No, we have the Kid Leroy, but he's a
I
little
like
young
Kid
man.
Leroy.
He's great. He's a
Yeah.
beautiful
But you don't
vibrato.
have like 16-year-old
No, they
girls
jack
half
off
naked?
to K-pop.
True.
They jack off to, like-
Ah.
We're very big on yes. K-pop is
Yeah,
increasingly.
they jack off to
famous.
Korean boys, and then they criticize us
True.
for fucking Britney Spears. Well, I'll never say sorry for Britney Spears.
That was so long ago.
That was awesome.
God
She is
forbid.
great.
God forbid all of our
Yeah.
dads got a fucking break.
Yeah.
I just wish you acknowledged
God
that.
damn,
was
that
what
must
was
have been
happening.
nice for those dads coming home being like, "What do you guys watch?" Jesus Christ, what are you
We've
guys
talked.
watching?
We've actually talked about this a lot on here. That was just a weird surrogate of like child sacrifice, where we would
Yeah.
take teenagers and put them out, and their minds would be destroyed, and everyone would just look at their belly buttons and be like, "Fuck
Yeah.
We've discussed that actually.
Yeah, the music used to be more suicidal and sad. I like the fact that Linkin Park was a big thing.
They were about it though.
No one's doing that now. Everything.
Well, people are just not singing about it now. They're just doing it. Now they're just
Yeah.
fucking doing it. They're like, I don't need to write a song about this. I'm just going to kill myself. A lot of people icing themselves right now.
Do you have a helpline number that could come up on
Yeah,
the
we have a
screen?
suicide hotline.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. It's also illegal to prank call a federal hotline, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep that in
How'd
mind.
you find that?
I called the 1-800-Gamblers and told them I had a rock, paper, scissors problem.
That's good. That's good.
They told me they're going to call the police on me.
No. I always wanted to call the gambling helpline and be like, I'm on 16. What do I do? Do I hit?
Oh, the gambling help. Yeah.
Help my gambling.
They'll threaten you, dude. They were actually, the gambling help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a tip. What do you think they'll cover this? You think the Broncos
Cover
will
the
cover the spread? That's actually really funny.
If it's illegal, just call the Canadian one, and
Canadian helpline, true. They couldn't
that's probably not a
extradite me.
crime.
If Canada wanted to extradite me for making fun of their gambling hotline.
You guys were England and Australia. You guys were on the betting online way before us. I remember.
Don't take this one away from me, but we're the number one gambling
I
per
believe
capita
that.
in the world.
I believe
Really?
By a country mile. It's like double Singapore or whatever the number. Two.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, online
Damn,
gambling.
you guys are beating Asians in gambling.
Yeah, we fuck.
love
Well,
gambling.
Asians come to Australia to gamble. We have special casinos built for them.
Really?
Yes.
Like sleep in pods and stuff?
I slept in a pod the night before I came to
Did you really?
America. I would never do it again.
What'd you sleep in a pod for?
Very poor.
Where was the pod?
In Christchurch, New Zealand. It was at something called
pod?
it was at the Jucy Snooze, but they changed the name. But it was on
Dude,
did
other
you-
countries fucking blow.
on Google. It was yeah.
Sleeping in the Jucy Snooze in New Zealand. I've got a fine pod here.
Is it like a nap motel where you just lay in the pod?
It's like bunk beds with plastic that looks futuristic.
Did
on
you?
them, so
Total
feel-
strangers.
Did you
And did you participate?
did you
in
have a
humming?
juicy snooze?
I managed
Yeah.
to.
A fap nap?
I was happy that there were other people there because I find it easier not to masturbate if I'm with people all the time.
True.
You know, like right now, it would be difficult for me to start masturbating, and that's a real relief for me, just to have that taken out of my hands.
How was your juicy snooze?
It was really poor. It was not a good. It was not a good time.
What's the betting situation?
Yeah,
It's
explain
very
this.
thin. It's like 4 on one side of the room, 4 on the other. Very thin mattress.
Oh, you're in the room with
a
other
screen
people?
door. Yeah.
Total strangers.
Yes. Yep.
Snoring.
It's like a hostel, but they call it a pod room, and you get a little screen door. Well, not a screen door. You get a fly screen.
A
That
little
comes down.
divider.
Oh my god. Dude.
And then there's a fan to keep it cool, but the fan's very loud, and no one else had their fan on, so I felt bad about having it.
Is there
fan.
a guy like shitting in the corner of this room?
There's a group toilet down the way, and
Okay.
I did.
You
yes.
obviously took a massive dump.
I took several big poos, and it was nice for about 2 minutes because there was a big communal area with hammocks and played a little Civilization 5 there, and that was good. But that's
Yeah.
Man, that's a nightmare.
it was very hard.
That's tough, man.
But also I texted you because I was a day later because I said I'd missed a flight,
yeah,
and I had.
you slept in. You hit the Jucy Snooze on your alarm.
I was in Greymouth, and it was a foggy day, and they cancelled the flight, and so my wife's mother's husband drove me across New Zealand to get to the airport,
That's
across
nice.
the Southern Alps. But then halfway, I realized that my ticket was for the 30th of January, not the 30th of December. So that's why I stayed at a Jucy Snooze and changed the flight. I felt very silly.
Jucy Snooze. I mean, that's where you got to kill yourself. That's a sad fucking
The good
place,
people
dude.
of the Jucy Snooze were very kind to me, and
Can you stay there overnight or is it just for napping?
it's no people live there longer term. It's now called they've tried to rebrand to, I think it's the Lilo, but on Google Maps it says Lilo, formerly known as Jucy Snooze.
They're going to change it to Airbnb. You can just go in and take a piss.
Oh, man.
I
Take a
can't
piss in
recommend
this
the pod.
hole and then hang out with your fellow peers and make community.
With other vagrants.
The show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Around New Year's, we get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. Maybe you finally organized one part of your space and you want to tackle another, or maybe you're taking supplements every morning and now you want to actually eat breakfast too. Therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/MSSP today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/MSSP to get better help. And I got to say, I've actually been a successful client of conversion therapy.
Yeah.
It's worked very well for me.
I love it.
In my
I've
journey,
never
yeah.
used BetterHelp, but I'm really thinking about it.
I was a gay child, and I went to
You went to,
I had them convert me to being straight as hell. Dude.
it worked.
For
What'd they
therapy.
do?
Years of therapy.
What'd they do?
They shocked my nipples, and maybe.
Thanks, BetterHelp.
Thank you. Yeah, this is crazy.
What are Lucy breakers? If you know your pouches, you know that the nicotine doesn't hit immediately, and neither does the flavor. The geniuses at Lucy came up with a brilliant way to fix those problems. They put a mini liquid capsule inside each breaker's pouch. Here's what you do. You grab a breaker's pouch and break the capsule. Yes, with your teeth. It makes a really satisfying fucking pop in your fucking throat and mouth. Put it in your lip and enjoy the immediate nicotine and flavor release. Nobody is doing anything like this except for Lucy. It's a new kind of pouch technology, and it's only available from Lucy. James?
You guys seem to be having less fun with this than normal.
That's because they gave us weird fucking reads.
It's a new format, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening. We don't like change.
Yeah.
No more sandpaper pouches drying out your mouth. No more weak flavors that don't last. Breakers are different. You ever fucking think about that? You fucking know it all? Where's that on University Challenge? What type of nicotine pouch bursts in your fucking mouth? Go ahead.
That's beneath us. on
No,
University
answer it.
Challenge.
What is the answer? You're wrong.
What kind of nicotine pouch bursts in your is Snooze?
No, it's Lucy.
Is it Lucy?
It's Lucy,
Oh, it
dude.
breaks in your mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
breaks
gonna
and
pop
releases
right in your
flavor.
It
mouth.
doesn't like fall apart.
Yeah, they reverse engineered a Gushers.
Yeah.
Is that where you crush the tip of the?
Yeah. So,
What's wrong
for-
with a good old cigarette?
well,
If you're
that's
on an airplane, you can't. You get fined $10,000.
This is a good thing. This is a good alternative.
Okay,
Let's say you're somewhere you can't smoke. This is perfect.
just white knuckle it and get to the other side.
Yeah.
Have a little willpower.
4 or 8 milligrams of tobacco-free, 100% pure nicotine, 6 delicious flavors, unique ones like apple ice or espresso, and they still got the classics like mint or mango. Conversation starters. What's your favorite breakers flavor?
Apple ice, obviously.
Apple ice. It
Anything
tastes
ice.
just like my grandma's old apple ice pie. What the fuck? What differences have you noticed when using breakers versus regular nicotine pouches? One thing I've noticed is I like a little 8 milligram. I like a little stronger, a little dose. I go, holy shit, I'm high as fuck. I'm about to throw up. And then you fucking pop the ice apple into your mouth,
You're
and it
gone.
does feel good. Call to action. Jesus Christ. Break up with your dusty gas station pouches and go to lucy.co/ms and use promo code MSSP to get 20% off your first day order. Lucy offers free shipping and has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co and use promo code MSSP to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product does contain fucking nicotine. Nicotine is fucking addictive, you dumb bitch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, also, please come to San Diego, January 11th, 13th, mattmccusker.com/dates for tickets for all my other shows. Please come, please come, please come.
Go to ShaneMGillis.com for tickets.
The James Donald Forbes McCann Catamaran Plan. It's out now on all digital platforms.
You're going to want to get a hold of that podcast. Thank you.
Those workplaces are crazy. I've been into a WeWork before.
Yeah.
So I was always on the hunt for office space that I didn't want to spend a ton of money
Yeah.
on. Those places are bizarre, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked in a couple.
The WeWork?
Yep.
Yeah, they're weird, man. I can't
Have
get
they
into
shut
that.
down now, though?
A lot
They
of
went
them.
bankrupt.
I think so, yeah. But it's like you just be in a glass room. There'd be like 4 dudes next to you and like another glass
And
room.
then somebody comes in and is like, I actually have this room for this time. And you're like, all right. I was trying to write a comedy sketch.
And they have video game machines and little snacks.
The
So you
snacks
can
in the
all hang
coffee
out with
area,
your
that's
friends at the
nice.
end.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And they always have
What are you
kegs.
chuckling about?
Little juicy snoozes.
Yeah, I just thought you were joking. It does say the Lilo, Queenstown, formerly known as the Juicy.
They're fact checking you.
I'm going to
This one you're
start
right
a
on.
Jucy Snooze.
That's
Why would
actually
I-
that
why would I
Juicy
lie
Snooze.
about it?
That's the 5th most expensive building in the entire world.
It was $17 trillion. I would love to start a Jucy Snooze in a WeWork. Just laid out on the table and just be like, yo, you can sleep here for 50 cents.
That's the future liberals want. All rental. You don't own anything. You live
The liberal
in community.
dream is exploding, dude.
Yeah, you eat insects.
It's all exploding right now. There's a Harvard president, the first black Harvard
She's
president.
gone, right?
She's fired. She got caught plagiarizing, by the way. And
Naughty.
she's getting fired over the Israel-Palestine thing. No, it's all complete. It's
Was
all
she pro
imploded.
Israel?
No.
She was in charge of Harvard, and she tried to come out anti-Israel.
She just said what she was saying. I think. Well, it's kind of sucked because I think they brought it before Congress, and they were like, "Is it illegal on campus to call for the genocide of the Jewish people?" And I think she tried to do like a nuanced answer, and they were just like,
Ooh.
"Dude,
It's like, just say it.
yeah."
She's like, if it results in actual violence, yes.
What, as opposed to one of those nice, friendly genocides where people
Yeah.
are just
Post to a group chat.
politely
Your boys.
relocated to a new... Yeah.
Group chat with your boys, you're allowed to call for genocide nonstop. That is the entire group chat every day.
No, I didn't follow it that closely, but apparently they claim that the discontent with this lady started in 4chan of them, people being like, fuck this black lady, blah, blah, blah. But then apparently they unearthed the fact
No,
that
they
she
blamed
had
white
plagiarized.
supremacists.
They were saying like there was that element.
She
but-
went in front of Congress and wouldn't say calling for genocide is
yeah,
hate
exactly.
speech.
Yeah, exactly. But
This
they were
one was
saying
on her.
these dudes, I think they just went into 4chan and saw dudes like fucking black lady,
Yeah,
and they're like these vile white supremacists. Like, dude, they're 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
But but I think these dudes did have a hand in uncovering the fact that she plagiarized, maybe. But people got
I saw
into
the
it.
thing
Dude,
she
she had a
plagiarized.
lot. Yeah, she had and it was like stupid shit. It's like
It wasn't
footnotes.
really, yeah.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
You copy and paste from a thing, and then you change
Yeah.
a couple of the words, obviously. But they were like, she's the fucking president, and like we as students, we would get kicked out. So how come she can get away with it? And it's like, fair enough.
Nobody's above the law.
Nobody's above the law.
Not even Dr. Claudia Gay.
Not even talking to Claudia Gay.
Isn't that funny?
Her name is Claudia Gay.
Yeah.
Dr. Gay. That's Dr. Gay to you.
I apologize. Oh, what?
Yeah, man, she got busted. Yeah.
I hope she gets
I
the
don't
help she
understand.
needs.
I don't know, man. I guess it's kind of a pressure cooker though. If you're like fully plugged into that environment, where like, dude, you really like when you're in that shit, you have to like every word you can be just take off your head.
Yeah.
So you get into that game of like, I'm actually the most blah 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 blah.
Yeah, you lived it.
I was in it. Yeah,
That's crazy.
obviously I was a fucking alpha beast. I was a white alpha
You
beast.
did
so
alpha
I didn't
beast
play by
out.
the rules, but
Wait,
like
were you in academia?
I was no. I'd love to say I was, but I did get my master's.
You were?
Well, technically, I got my
Yeah,
master's
yeah,
in
you
social
could do it.
work. Yeah,
Okay.
technically, I have an advanced
That
degree.
sounds like
I
a
do have
real
an
thing.
advanced degree.
Yeah.
But dude, I like got into it because I like was curious if I wanted to do like therapy for a living,
Yeah.
and then I was also really was curious because I kept hearing Jordan Peterson being like the colleges are out of control. Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I don't have nothing to do. So I was like, I'd love to go see if that's true at that while I'm doing both of these. And dude, it was as bad, if not worse, as he said. But
this
dude,
is recent. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, this was like 2020, 2019, 2020. But if you're like running Harvard and you're fully steeped in all of that bullshit, I could see why she was like, because like liberal edgelords now are like totally into Hamas. If you want to be a liberal
Kanye once
edgelord, you
again
can
was
just be
ahead
like,
of the
well,
zeitgeist. If Kanye came out now with the "I love Hitler" stuff, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd phrase it a little differently, but
Yeah.
every genius is
Anti-Semitism
ahead of
is
their
here.
time, dude.
Including
yeah. True.
wait, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Hitler.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm anti-fascist. I want that.
Are
to
you
be,
sure?
Yeah, I mean,
You're
Frank.
Antifa?
No, I'm anti-Antifa, and I'm also the anti-the-fa. I don't want people to cut this up and say James McCann is a Franco
Well,
committed
you
great
shouldn't have-
atrocities.
You shouldn't
I
have
bet he
just
What was
said
his
what you don't
atrocities?
want.
I don't even know what his atrocities are. I don't know enough about
Franco?
it. But he put an end to some
he was-
atrocities,
what did he
and
do?
you know that's
it
got
was
to
the
count for
Spanish
him.
Civil War. It was almost nothing but
He
atrocities.
was fucking dudes up.
He got funded by Hitler.
What?
But then he
Yeah.
turned around and he said, "I'm not helping you now, Hitler." I mean, can we give him
That's
a little
because
credit?
it was
He tricked
it was
Hitler.
like right before the World War II. They still had to fix their entire country. Otherwise, they would have participated.
I mean, they could have.
There's no. Here's what I will
They
say.
definitely could have helped. in
If
some way.
Franco was a good guy, he would have helped Hitler.
I think Franco
After
helped
all
the
Hitler
Allies.
did for Franco,
If he kept his word,
you're
you're
telling
saying.
me this guy's a good
This
guy?
guy's not only a
Your word
fascist,
is
he's a
bond. You're
traitor.
saying your word
The
is
worst kind.
treacherous.
And now a fascist of his word.
Everybody turned on Adolf. The Wops, the Spaniards.
There's a
They did.
I mean, he had it coming. He was getting a little out of
He pigged.
control, and
He
he
pigged
pigged out
He
pretty
pigged out,
hard,
dude.
dude.
He pigged. He for sure pigged out.
He
was
pigged
wrong.
out.
He was wrong. All right. No one's defending the man. He was wrong. He was
I
so
agree.
wrong. He was so wrong.
Hitler?
Yeah.
Yes.
And didn't he kind of? didn't Hitler kind of cause the state of Israel in a way?
You know, the word
was a little
Holocaust.
before.
The word Holocaust
Okay, they
means.
started before.
But then
I don't want to get into
Why
this.
wasn't
I
Hitler
don't
trying to
wanna
get
do that. I don't wanna say that.
Israel?
He was trying to relocate people to Mozambique. A lot of countries were offered to take all of the Jews in Germany and said no, including Australia.
Well, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, "Hey, we're giving you all these people." Other countries are going to go, "No."
No.
They
I
don't
wish
think he was going to kill them if they didn't.
When
Yeah.
Hong Kong
And then
was
I
being
think they
invaded,
found
though, a
out
lot of
that
people
he
came out and
was, and they
said,
still were like,
we'll take all the Hong Kong.
Yeah.
"Yeah."
It's also crazy too to
thanks.
like. I mean, you could take any group of people and be like, by the way, we got to take a whole ethnicity and put. People are like, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
What is going on? Why? It just sounds insane.
I think we have a unique country for it would actually work pretty well.
Yeah. Why did you guys deny them? That's fucked up.
I agree. I think we should have helped.
You guys would have been crushing. You guys could have been little Israel.
You guys actually might have the third most expensive building in the world if you had done that. If you had done that, you'd have several expensive buildings.
Don't you ever question the expensiveness of the Royal Adelaide Hospital.
That is so fun. That phone call must have been so funny of Hitler be like, takes these Jews. Like,
Yeah.
what? No, we're
Yeah.
not taking the Jews.
Now listen, Adolf. We're not going to take the Jews off your hands. You're going to have to deal with them. Now, don't do anything brash.
Why are we Al Capone?
Because it was around then.
Do you think they started trading too? You think they were offering other trades?
1930s.
What? We'll give you.
Just like, well, we got like 40,000 Mexican guys.
Yeah.
They're like, what? No, we don't want them.
If Hitler only knew. It
True.
was a good. You
Oh
don't want
my
those
God,
Mexicans.
bro.
He would have been able to build all his little architectural dreams. They would have been.
Sometimes I
fine.
do look at the Nazi megastructures, and the stadium that was going to house like 500,000 people. And
like a dome.
It's now a
Wasn't it like a
swamp.
dome stadium?
They're doing a
he
dome too?
invented the sphere.
He was getting rowdy. He was going to build the sickest shit ever.
Oh, do you know about the V3
But at
rocket?
what cost? You know.
Yeah, true.
The V3.
What was the
What about
V3?
So they had the V1 and the V2,
Yeah.
but then the V3 was going to be a huge, like fixed. It's like a 10-mile long tube that was just a cannon that fired directly into
That's-
London
hold on.
over and over again.
So in that Hitler book, that's the best part is he thinks he's the greatest architect of all time.
Yeah.
And literally all he does is like make it the biggest one. Like no matter what it is, he's like, but what if we made it fucking huge? And I forget the guy. Who was the guy that was like the great architect? Yeah. And he was Hitler. Hitler loved this guy. And was like, you and me are basically the same. We're great architects.
Yeah, we're great architects.
I want your opinion on this. And he'd be like, what if we built a gun, but it was fucking a mile long?
It's like if a 6-year-old
had
got to be in
yeah,
charge
it really
of the
was.
economy.
And his boy had to be like, yeah, that's a great
What if there was a
idea.
road and you could just go as fast as you want? No one can stop you.
All he did,
True.
all he did was keep coming up with the dumbest fucking ideas possible, and everybody had to be like, "Yes, das is good."
After the big
Damn.
blimp, they might have
The big
reined it
blimp
back
was-
a little bit.
He was going to shoot those big Mario bullets with faces on them
Yes.
in London.
I swear to God, yes, those were like the types of ideas he was having.
I didn't know about this stuff.
Yeah, he thought he was the greatest architect in the world.
never
And
really-
towards the end of World War II, he would keep telling people, he's like, "This should have never even fucking happened. I should be an architect right now, but fucking Churchill did all this to us. Now I have to fight." All he wanted to be was a sick architect.
Big ass
And build the
buildings.
dome. He would love Vegas. He would love
Oh
that
my
sphere.
God.
He'd love all the giant fake bullshit everywhere.
I think there would be things about Vegas that he would be disappointed with.
That would be a good movie where,
architecturally.
dude, that's a good movie where a guy goes back in time to kill Hitler, but like slips and hits his head, and then Hitler just walks through a time machine portal and comes back into the present day and has to be like, wow.
I like that.
And like, what did I do? That'd be a cool movie.
That is.
Hitler.
trying to
and
think
Vegas.
of
There's a
big thing.
German
He would
film
love
where
SoFi
I think they
Stadium.
made that. Look Who's Back. There's a German movie about Hitler wakes up in the present.
Oh, really?
Like
Yeah.
he dies, but then
I've
and then there's a
seen
time.
footage of a guy dressed like Hitler walking through.
Yeah.
It looks like it's from a movie.
That's so
Walking
funny.
through like current. Yeah. No.
No, I also abstained from Jojo Rabbit.
What's Jojo Rabbit?
Taika Waititi's.
I kind of liked it.
I like Taika Waititi a lot. I didn't like the Thor movies, but Hunt for the Wilder People is great.
Why'd you abstain from Jojo Rabbit?
I looked at the trailer and I didn't want to. Scarlett Johansson is lovely, and I couldn't control myself if I was watching her in a film.
Can do some masturbatory episode.
All dressed up like a sweet 1930s matron with honor and dignity and
Oh my
purity.
God.
I've been away for a long time. I miss
James.
my sweet wife.
James, no.
There was I used to work for a website that would like attack, like sort of like a BuzzFeed type thing, where you would just like pick someone and hate them.
Yeah.
And I got there just after the woke thing had happened, and it was all like, you know, when the fappening occurred, they were like, how dare.
Oh.
No one should look at these pictures.
Yeah.
But like 2 years before that, Scarlett Johansson's nudes had leaked. And I looked up at what my company had said about it, and they were like, sometimes hackers use their powers for good. Look at these absolutely beautiful big mazumbas on Scarlett Johansson. And then within 2 years, without ever taking the other one down and saying, it's wrong to look at stolen naked photographs.
Yeah.
That was just, in 2011, you could do that. In 2012, it was over.
Yeah, they said that was the de facto. They dropped the hammer. Like, yo, if they tell you the hottest celebrity is naked,
Yeah.
don't look.
Don't you look
Don't
at
Google it. Don't Google it. You're a piece of shit. What if you just Google a witness and just never talk about it? Check it out.
Wait,
Yeah,
Google Witness?
I've never looked
No,
at
like
them.
you just Google it and then you witness the photos.
Oh,
and
yes.
just don't share them. Just look at them and go nice, and then just keep it to yourself.
I couldn't keep it to myself.
True. You sung it from the mountain.
I'm trying to live. I'm going to ask in future what the. I shouldn't have gone to that Kill Tony show with all the. There were a lot of ladies with their bottoms out.
There were.
I was not prepared for that.
None of us were.
Yes.
You'll see me, dude. I kept the fucking.
Yeah,
I
anytime-
slid my night
did
armor
my
down,
very
dude.
best. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that
hard.
is a. They got to start throwing guys in there too, just to keep it balanced.
Yeah.
Yes. I think a big, beautiful penis would have helped
That's what I'm
restore
saying,
normalcy
big-
for the evening.
We did see a penis.
Oh, yeah.
The guy showed us his fucking dong. That was. I still can't wrap my head around how that happened.
How he split his dong in half?
Yeah, I mean,
The story had some.
Yeah, he was leaving some stuff out.
he said he hit like a bone, like a pelvis bone.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of.
But we saw the size of his penis.
Was it a huge penis? or
No.
Was it normal size?
It was bigger, but
It was
you're not,
injured too, so you're gonna think it's swollen from injury. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
It was cool. I'd love to show my penis and have it look like that one time to people, but like,
yeah.
it was like wrapped in gauze, and
It
it's
was
when it's injured,
lubed
it's
up.
swollen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got poison ivy on my dick one time. I know the drill.
Yeah.
Swells up. You're like, nice.
Which of you?
Yeah,
someone
this is-
said. He was about to get it out for everybody, and then he turned around and just showed the
Yeah,
stage. But who
yeah.
stopped him from?
I don't think he was allowed to do that.
Okay,
Maybe
It's
not.
Fucking
He might have been. He
Cotton
did have
wool
the
country.
shaft wrapped. That's like a lady
True.
wearing.
But your head's your nipple.
Yeah, it is.
Mushroom tips
What?
your nipple. So
Yeah.
you can show. You can
You
show.
could,
said
if you just
shaft.
put tape over the tip of your dick, you can
yes.
show your
Like a
dick.
the
stripper.
testicle is
Yeah.
the décolletage of the penis.
Certainly is.
Yeah, I think you can't show your glans, but I think you can.
I
show
don't
your-
think this is true.
You're
Is it?
allowed to show. Like I
You're-
think
yes,
like the
Matt's
first
exactly
this
right.
much of your shaft.
Oh, where in public?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
You
wear.
just
like,
wear the bumpsters.
you
You
can
wear
wear
the.
pants that go down to so that just your roots sticking out.
Yeah, and then that's that. You got to
Yeah.
fucking just keep it tight from there.
That's an American thing. You should do it.
You know, all the cool hot guys over
Yeah.
here show their dick.
No,
fruit.
my pubic hair is thick enough that no one would see.
wax it.
No, I believe in keeping a big, thick.
Dude,
Guys flaunting a little bit
Area.
of pubes in public would be so funny.
Yeah, it's the new hairy chest. You get a little gold necklace above the penis.
I looked.
Yeah, women are getting close, dude. They're
To
it's
showing pubic
ass
hair?
cheeks,
Yes,
the camel toes now. The pants are like
it's normalization
Designed for
of the
camel toes.
I had a
now.
very uncomfortable conversation when I was home for Christmas with my sister. She was going to the gym and her entire vagina was hanging out.
you intervened.
And she came in to the room where me and Phil were watching football. And she was like, "Is this fine to wear to the gym?" And we were both like,
No,
"No, you should go with something else." And she's like, "Why?"
Oh,
I was like, "Sarah, we're not going to say why."
oh fuck.
She said, "I don't have my fucking camel toe right now." It's like,
Oh man.
Yeah. But she did, and it was it sucked. It really put a damper on me and Phil's day. We were just trying to watch football. My sister came in and showed us her pussy. We were just trying to watch some Christmas Day football.
Oh fuck, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Oh, so what was the resolution?
I think she did change after we yelled at her
Tossed on the Umbros.
because she denied it intensely, and we had to be like, "Your pussy is out." We didn't want to say it.
Oh God.
Yeah. She came in and was like, "Is this fine?" We were both like, "God damn it, dude." What?
Well, now they have the spandex that cup the butt cheeks.
It's crazy. She
with
was
the
rocking
with the
those.
line going
Yeah.
with the piece of fabric that's been tied across
Yeah.
the taint. It's great.
Yeah, it's just a Bangladesh.
It's great when it's not your fucking sister.
I wish no one would wear them.
Yeah.
Is there a all male gym that's not homosexual? That's where I'd like to go. I just
No.
want to work out with the boys. I don't want to be.
You gotta get in touch with Matt's brother.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
brother Billy found
Billy
a gym
loves
that
all
was
dudes
apparently
gyms.
all Patriots during COVID. No one wearing masks. It was
Great.
all dudes
It's
in
a
there
Patriots
lifting.
gym.
We did try to tell him it was just all gay men in there, though. Gay Patriots.
There's definitely a few.
I would maybe
There's
go to
some
a
double
gay gym
agents in
over
there.
That would be
gym with the
cool.
ladies.
I mean, you could start it immediately. As soon as a girl walks in, you can just mad dog her. Like, "Argh!"
Yeah.
They would start leaving. If you slam the weights down, you're like, get the fuck out.
I did notice that at the mothership there was no trans toilet. That was shocking. But even to the extent that the male and female handicap toilets are different toilets.
Really?
You don't have a gender neutral handicap. I thought it was nice. I'd never seen the people without legs have to be gendered before. That's just a fun one for me, maybe that I know.
What? I don't. I'm still confused.
Yeah, I don't
In
understand.
Australia, you have the.
There's like male female handicap
Okay.
or the special toilet,
We have handicapped stalls,
like a special cubicle,
like
to
a
one side.
bigger stall.
Yeah.
We have those.
You also don't have a door that closes all the way in the toilet. There's a gap between where the lock is. There's a half inch.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like that.
You're gonna
Not
run into
everyone.
that here, and you're gonna make some eye contact with.
Who
some
is that
people.
for?
I don't know, man.
It's freaks.
Yeah, I don't like when you're in
The
a bathroom
government's
stall
built
and like
it.
they leave like
Oh.
that much on it. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, how is that
You just
acceptable?
watch a guy wash his hands.
Yeah,
he
how's that
turns around,
acceptable?
direct eye
I
contact.
didn't know to expect that, so I was trying to look at which one to go into, and I just
You
was
took a
very
shit. You
tired.
took a mother shit.
Well, no, I just saw all these people's legs, hip, penis, the pooping.
You saw a penis.
I'd like to think I didn't see a penis, but I don't know what I saw.
Were you talking about you were seeing through the crack to the front, or you could see to the next stall?
I could see through all of the stalls.
Yeah, I don't, dude. When they don't complete
through the
that,
crack in between the door.
I like floor to or like
Yeah.
height all the way high down to the floor.
Yeah, that's
They
what the
have
Delta
some-
Lounge.
Yeah,
You had the Delta Lounge at the airport.
those
prime,
are nice.
prime shitting.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Just straight to the floor divider. But then you get ones that are set up where it's like huge gaps. Where
Yeah.
it's like, bro,
Or that fucking handle's a little jiggly, little loose.
yeah,
That lock comes open while you're dumping. Scary.
dude.
Yeah, you go, absolutely not.
The hordes, dude. This is World War Z. Just- yeah, it's tough, man. I would take if I could take a psych med that relieved like public shitting anxiety of like people knocking on the door. I would take like 10 of those a day. Whenever I'm shitting and someone starts knocking on the door, I hit that
Oh, yeah.
bathroom at the mothership hard. And I'm in there
I
dumping.
support you every time, though.
Yeah, I'm on a bidet.
You're like, I got shit. I'm like, dude, go.
Oh yeah, I do it.
You
I have
gotta
to.
go.
I have no choice. But it's like people knock on the door while I'm shitting, and I'm instantly filled with the deepest shame. I'm just like,
Hello.
Yeah.
because I'm like, no, I'm gonna take my time, and it's
Yeah.
like a second knock, and I'm like, dude, I should kill
I
myself.
love knowing when someone's shitting.
it is very fun.
Just go knock 7 times. Don't
I
answer.
know.
Can you go in a stranger's home? Have you ever?
Oh yeah.
That's to me the most anxious.
That is tough.
I once was going to shit. I went on a big walk up Mount Lofty. I got through. So there's this big row of houses on the way there. There's no public toilets, and I really had to go. And I knocked on a stranger's house and
Good
asked to take
Samaritan.
a shit in their toilet. They did let me, but it was the most embarrassing thing I've done. They had a lot of go-kart trophies and dust.
You knocked on a stranger's door and asked for a shit.
I didn't know what else to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to go pretty bad. I watched my friend got denied one time. He asked to go to the bathroom. The guy's like, "What do you got to do?" He's like, "I got to shit." And he's like, "No, get out of here." He's like, "You're not coming into my house." He was gonna let him do the pee, but he was like, "No shit."
I think that's reasonable.
That's fair.
Good for that guy
yeah.
to stand up. I would hate it if a stranger knocked on the door and was like,
I got to shit.
brother, I got to blow up your bathroom.
I had a guy in Philly ask if he could shower in my house, and I was like, "No, dude." I was carrying my groceries. He's like, "Let me help you," and I'm like, "I'm good." He's like, "Come on, man, don't be like that. Accept help." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm good for real." He goes, "You live with your girl, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Yo, can I shower in there?" I was like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here!" I was
oh
like,
my
"No."
God.
Just locked my door. Like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man, what the fuck kind of lead up question is that? So you live with a girl, right? Can I get naked in your house?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, absolutely fucking.
Maybe he
not.
wanted to know if you had nice shampoos and
True.
fragrant soaps.
It sounded like he wanted to jack off. In
So,
the
yes, he
shower.
probably did want to jack off.
Yeah. It was very weird
Yeah.
because he was like, his whole thing was like, "Don't, dude." He's like, "You gotta accept help from people sometimes." I was like, "Man, maybe you're right," but I was like, "I'm pretty good. I got these groceries." He's like, "Yeah, let me get naked and shower in your house." No.
Yeah.
I don't miss that at all.
Philly.
It's weird interactions, constantly weird interactions with people.
Do they not do that here? Is Austin a more?
We both
Private.
live in a little more suburban,
I see.
so there's not homeless guys walking outside.
Yeah.
It's a long drive to the methadone clinic, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
They have like public restroom stalls like on the streets out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Wait, you don't have that?
No.
No, it's
I
like
never
for
saw
homeless
one
people. It's like
before.
literally
Oh.
a thing built.
Wait, like the
street.
robot toilets that sing you songs and
It's like a phone booth, but
Yeah.
Phone
toilet
booth just
in it.
on the street.
yeah, we've got them in Australia, and they sing "What the world needs now is love, sweet love" while you're taking a shit.
Really?
Close the door.
Like a
No,
porta
no.
potty kind of thing?
It's got like the door, and then it says you have 15 minutes. And then it,
Really?
like,
They give you 15 minutes?
I don't like
That's
that.
the monarchy, dude.
That is the monarchy.
That's America says, take your time, brother.
Yeah.
I've never had the door spontaneously open, but I think it's so homeless people can't sleep in there.
That makes sense.
Like in The Pursuit of Happiness.
True. And then, the other guys will like siege warfare the porta potty and get up in there, like cut their head off. Yeah, I mean, dude, we'll figure out what to do with homeless people. There's gonna be something. We're gonna do something.
I think
really
fentanyl was your first attempt to.
sick. That was the Chinese government, dude.
Was it?
That was the Chinese.
Why would the
That was your
Chinese
brothers
send
to
you a
the
drug
east.
that was mainly intended to get rid of welfare recipients?
Because we hit them with the opium back in the day. So this is their
true.
opium wars rebuttal. They're hitting us with the fucking.
Have you ever
fentanyl.
smoked opium?
Yeah, I have actually.
I think that would be my drug.
It's pretty chill, yeah. It's pretty chill. It was big in the weed smoking community. Your friend would get some opium, but you put little opium balls on there.
Wow.
But
Did you have a little hammock and all relaxed together?
I just had a
and
bowl. And I never really smoked a lot of it. I remember like hitting an opium bowl and was just like, whatever. I'm pretty impervious to opioids, honestly. I've taken them, or I guess that's an opiate, but I've taken opiates and opioids, and I was always kind of like, meh, not a huge fan.
That was my
Drank
favorite.
lean, drank promethazine, take Percocets. Promethazine is sick.
I don't
I'll
know. What is promethazine?
It's a codeine cough syrup.
Oh, yes, the codeine is excellent. Yeah, I had to come off that.
Scissor.
I don't.
Yeah.
And with it, you have the alcohol and the codeine, and you have a bath, and it's very nice. So I don't do that anymore. That was my. I dipped my toe, and I was better on stage on codeine, and that's
Really?
I was very loose, and I thought I
Damn.
need this for the future.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
But I read about Pimp C after I'd managed to quit. He was the. Do you know Pimp C?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he died from it,
Yep.
and
Isn't it
it's
Mac Miller?
unforgivable.
I think Mac Miller
He
was.
might have too from that
Yeah.
as well. Unless he might have hit the fent. He might have got like a fentanyl.
He got
though.
fent.
He hit the fent. Or yeah, whatever. But yeah, Pimp C. I think if the codeine, the problem is it's pretty enjoyable. When you start to pig out on it, you just stop breathing.
Yes.
And then you just go
Waukesha.
Waukesha. The Waukesha.
That's it.
True.
Waukesha.
Yeah,
The
true.
scissor.
Little
Yeah,
Wayne
what's in my
was.
Lil Wayne was getting fucking seizures and shit.
yeah.
Did he stop?
I don't know.
I
The
believe he
music
did.
was very strong when he was taking a lot of it.
yeah.
Yeah, his voice was always all fucked up. Though. He'd be like, yeah, but it's no business. It's none of our business what's in that man's cup, though.
Yeah. Whatever he's drinking,
Yeah,
I
it's
love
working.
Little Wayne.
Yeah, true.
You know. That's
Although
what-
he made a public statement saying that it messed up his ability to get his dick hard. So
He
he
made a public statement. He just thought the world had to know.
he was just saying like I can't keep it's fucking up my dick game. So he was like I can't keep
Little
doing it.
Wayne.
That must have been crazy, dude.
And he was like the last Trump endorsement before the last election.
It was a big one.
yeah.
And Little Pump.
He got Wayne, Kanye, and 50.
Kanye was after though. Kanye 50.
He got
declared.
50.
I didn't know that.
Fifth, yeah, he was talking about taxes and stuff.
Yeah. And he's now got a Sexy Red. Is that her name? She's come out for Trump.
She's a Trump.
She's Trump.
Yeah, if he runs again, it'll I mean, dude, they are right. Like he's definitely he's the most G'd up president. So
You're gonna have fun. You get to see real American politics.
you're
I'm
gonna
looking
be
forward
here
to
for
it.
an election
Yeah.
year. That'll be cool.
It's gonna be great.
I didn't realize that you have Halloween like the week before the election.
Mhm.
Do you think it's a problem that you're suffering, like you're bringing Satan into your politics through it's all like everyone's dressed up like ghosts and then you try and have the electoral process. I thought that was fun.
No,
I'm looking forward to it. I want to see a riot. I want to
you will see some.
I want to go to
riots.
some rallies. I want to
Either
go to a
way.
Biden rally. And
Either way, Biden or Trump, there's gonna be.
Yeah, people will spaz.
the
People
lady
against
is
Baz.
doing increasingly well though. So when they remove Trump,
Haley.
yeah.
Maybe he'll just bring her on.
I like Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah.
Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy.
Yeah, but could Americans ever trust a Hindu? That's the question.
Yeah, his answer on that was weak. He was like, we all have a shared background and values. It's like Hindu values are not Judeo-Christian Muslim values.
They're pretty conservative, though.
They are. Look, that's nice.
They're very conservative. Hindus are very conservative, and the Hindus they have beef with Democrats because
Why?
Democrats attack them from using swastikas.
Yeah.
There's
They
a
keep telling
billboard.
them to knock it
There's
off.
a billboard
Yes.
on 95. It's like end Hindu hate, and I like went to the website, and they're all about being like Democrats have been fucking with us. We love our traditional values. They're very, very, very conservative. And then they were like, and then they like give a shit for the fucking swastika. That was our symbol.
Yeah.
Like if we want to use it, we can. They got to get the fuck out of here with that.
Pacific Islanders in New Zealand have swastikas. Not all of them, but in gang members. The Maori and the Pacifica people, you'll just see.
Swastikas.
Because they went, we want the scariest tattoo. So even though they know that Hitler wouldn't have been 100% cool with
They
them,
just, yeah, they're like, it's
Yeah.
street cred for sure.
I'd never seen as many swastikas on flesh as
He was kind of cool with whoever would help. him.
rolled with him.
Yeah.
He made a
Japan-
big pivot on the Japanese
Japan.
halfway through that. Yeah.
the Muslim world.
But even then, he had to go. He called them honorary Aryans. Honorary Aryan. That would go. It's a bar.
They're invited to the picnic, bro.
Yeah, they got invited to the fucking cookout, the motherfucking cookout.
They're invited to the picnic.
Was Hitler pro-Muslim? I don't know
Yeah,
about
when
that.
He fucks with them, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Although
wasn't
he
pro-Muslim, he was just working with.
He didn't let
Muslim
them fully into the
countries.
fold, though.
Ah.
He never fully trusted them.
Well, I would have hoped for better from Adolf Hitler. That he was more inclusionary in his
Yeah, man.
policies.
This fucking guy. He was a jerk.
I don't like Hitler. I don't like any fascists.
Francophile.
Franco, Salazarism does seem like a good system. The Portuguese, I do get behind that.
What did the Portuguese do?
He was just their prime minister. This is what I understand. I'm not a
Sure.
historian, but he was their prime minister and he was really good and they just kept him on for a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have a good tyrant, it is
Yeah.
good.
It's the best.
But then you get a bad one,
The righteous king.
and then it's over.
No, you should be able to weather a bad king. There's something in the soul that cries out for royalty. And if you don't have it institutionalized, then then people worship Kim Kardashian and the Queen of the Rose Bowl and
The Queen of the Rose Bowl. No one knows what that is. You just saw it. You just saw it there in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, but you have American royalty. You have you've venerated celebrities
For
to the
sure,
point where
for
they
sure.
replace an actual king and queen.
For sure.
It's just we get beautiful Kate and
Yeah.
William and
Yeah.
to a lesser extent the actual king. I don't actually like the king.
Yeah. The king's very private. I don't hear about the king at all. I always hear about the queens. The queen this, queen that. Never hear about the king.
The king was, Prince Charles,
Mhm.
King Charles. No, he was very public. He had his wife died in the car crash.
Yeah, Princess Di. That was his.
Prince Charles's wife was
Yeah.
Princess Di. He was King Charles.
He's King Charles now. He's King Charles III.
Now he's the king. What the fuck's he doing? Do they have a cause?
Oh,
like the
that's
first
you
lady?
thought it was Queen this, Queen that, because it was always the Queen.
Yeah, it was always the queen.
They didn't have a king for a very long time like that.
Why not?
Because the Queen was the.
She refused to let her husband be the king. It was a bone of contention, I believe.
What?
Prince
How'd you
Philip-
feel about that in Australia without the king? You guys are lost.
Yes,
We need a king.
I think it's better to have a male ruler.
Oh. We don't see. This is stuff we don't do. We don't joke about
You exclusively have men in charge of your country.
We let
that. No, we tried.
women run. We tried to have Hillary.
We tried to have Hillary, but the fucking
She could run
Nazis.
again. Could
No,
be time.
she blew it so hard. She was so unlikable.
She seems fun behind the scenes. Whenever people tell a story about her, she's doing cocaine and shouting about people and real nasty. She could have
Yeah.
done that and been a boss bitch.
Just bullying
Yeah.
fucking Bill's victims. Keep my fucking husband's name out of your mouth, bitch. We're gonna get this fucking money.
When Trump brought the women who made the accusations to the debate,
Bro.
it was the most savage pimping moment I've
Yeah.
ever.
It was
Yeah.
It was very, very funny. Sat in front row. Yeah, that just got all swept under the rug though. Everyone was just kind of like, politics are complicated. That's
Yeah.
things happen.
Are they releasing the flight logs? Is that really
They're
happening?
supposed to be coming out pretty soon.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll stay
Did
tuned.
they
for
come
that.
out? Lamezi?
I thought they already people saw them, so maybe they
Yeah.
were the fake ones, but I don't know.
I was sad that Chris Tucker was on the plane. That was
Yeah,
I love Chris Tucker. Maybe he was there for non-sexual purposes.
yeah, true.
And I don't think the flight always went to Little St. James or whatever that island's called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
He was
Yeah,
flying
maybe.
people around the country also.
Yeah, but like where? Oh, he had
all
his
over.
jet, so he'd
It
be
was
like,
a jet.
yo.
Yeah, it wasn't always going to the island.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yo, I dig Rush Hour a lot.
Yeah,
Have you seen what Jackie
I'll fly
Chan's
you
up
to
to?
LA. They're probably at a rich person party in New York. He's
Yeah.
like, we're leaving in
You
an
hop on
hour.
the jet.
Yeah,
That's how he gets you to the island, though.
and then you get on that island. He goes, "We're going south."
Yeah.
What the hell? He goes, "Trust me on this."
As you've become more successful, has anyone tried to put you on a special airplane and take you to it? No, don't answer. That's
Every
good.
day, dude. Happens to me every
Keep
day.
that
I go,
stum.
guys, I'm not coming to your pedophile island. Please stop bothering me. Please leave me alone.
Yes, don't even ask.
Don't even ask. I'll go down there and smite everybody. I would flip the tables.
Yeah.
Someone must own that island now, though, right?
Huh?
Someone must have taken control
Yeah, I
of that
think someone
island.
bought it.
You get that
Probably.
on a song, right?
Oh, yeah. And then you can turn into a nice, still be a sex island, but you can just have adults. Or just even the elderly. So just really elderly ladies. Come down like, yo, Brad Pitt.
Restore the
I got a
balance
bunch
of the island.
septuagenarians. Do you want to come down there and have sex with them?
Yeah,
I traffic them.
we're gonna kill them. We're gonna
Really
fuck
don't.
them so hard we kill them.
That'd be tight.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Patreon here.
Yes.
Yes.
Wild Wild West.
Dr. Peter Attia, dude, thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing this. I'm really pumped. I read your book, so I'm kind of familiar with
thank
your
you so
stuff,
much.
and I kind of like what you're about.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing the podcast. And I guess I'll give you an introduction and correct me if I'm wrong. You were a medical doctor and you did cancer surgery, right?
General surgery with a focus on cancer.
With the focus on cancer, and then you just I liked your origin story a lot. So from what I remember in your book, you did this big swim, like it was like a marathon swim or something. And how far did you swim?
It was about 21 miles.
That's insane. So you did a 21-mile swim, and then, if I remember correctly, you were eating a cheeseburger in celebration, and your wife,
that was a slightly longer swim. But yes. Now I know the story you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, that honestly, dude, that made me laugh so hard that you did like a
I think that was like 25 miles or something.
25-mile swim. You go out to have a cheeseburger and I believe a Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
and your wife more or less was like, "You're fat."
Yeah.
Dude, that's the best. And then it launched you, and then you just got the ultimate revenge and started like a super successful business. How do you feel about
She was
that?
very sweet. She said she didn't say you're fat. She goes, "You need to work on being less, not thin."
That's worse though.
It's
I'd
so
rather
good.
someone be like, "You fat ass," and be like, "You need to be less, not thin." But you just swam 25 miles.
Yeah. Well,
That's wonderful though. That is good though to have a woman to push you to those heights. Because then is that really like the genesis of you kind of branching out into like?
I had actually already left medicine at that point. I had been out of medicine for 3 years. I was working at that time. God, what was I doing? I was working at an energy company, I think, or maybe I was in finance or something. I was like, I had nothing to do with medicine. But that was right around the time my daughter was born as well. And so I think that was kind of the 1-2 punch. It was sort of my daughter's born. And then I'm realizing actually like I'm not that healthy.
Yeah.
Even though I exercise a lot, I'm actually not that healthy. And that those two things were what kind of got me to be pretty obsessed with just trying to figure out how to not die prematurely.
The kids do that. I have a 2 and a 4-year-old, and that really kind of. I actually thought you'll find this interesting. I thought I was healthy. I was doing the all these apps. Like I did the one where you like mail your poop and all that stuff, and I did that. They came back like, dude, you're like 6 years younger biologically. I was like, this is awesome. I had the Aura thing. I had that going on, telling me I'm 7 years younger than my age. And then I took a blood panel. Dude, I'm like pre-diabetic.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what the fuck, man? It was like, I thought I was like killing it. And I got it back and it was like, I literally just found out 2 days ago. So this timing couldn't be more perfect. My A1C, I think it was. My A1C is like 5.7, which was like, but I did eat 2 bites of a pancake before my blood work, which you're not supposed to do.
Shouldn't impact the A1C.
Damn it, dude. I was fucking hoping that was the answer. Yeah, so that is kind of crazy because and again, I don't, I'm not the definition of fitness, but I'm not like, I thought I had the almost type 2 diabetes.
Well, it takes a while. Like no one wakes up diabetic, but also most people don't recognize that it's a 10-year journey for most people.
Really?
To get there, yeah.
So what? I have like four more years of pre-diabetes.
No, I mean, I think that's impossible to predict for any one person, but we definitely know that disease is so much more complicated than people, I think, historically have thought of it. People have historically said, well, I mean, Type 2 diabetes is your pancreas can't make enough insulin. You can't get enough glucose out of your blood into the muscles. And eventually we just cut off some arbitrary number. We just say, once you reach a certain level of blood glucose, then you have type 2 diabetes. But, to me, that's just not a great way to think about it. I think of it as a continuum and a spectrum. And pre-diabetes is a step along the way, but we also know that the lower your blood sugar, the better. So 5.7 is better than 5.8 is better than 5.9. But even though we would call you quote unquote normal at 5.6, I would argue 5 is much better than 5.6.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It was like for real joke because I was like dancing in the end zone on my wife because she is her biological age and I'm not rubbing it in, but it was like whatever. And I was like, I'm like 5 years older than her, so I was like her peer biologically. And I was laughing, I was
these biologic clocks things are such a scam. It is
I
incredible.
Well, dude,
I love
mine
it.
went
I
down.
love it. I love it. It's brilliant marketing. It is brilliant marketing.
Well, I woke up one day and I went like I lost half a year of my biological age. I was like, what the fuck did I do? I like went into a panic. But yeah, so that was like a real revelation for me. I was like, holy shit, man, because my dad has type 2 diabetes. And I was like, yeah, that's on him. He eats ice cream all the time. I'm healthy. And I like got my blood work. And I was like, son of a bitch. By the way, I'm just breaking this right now. I don't.
This is breaking news.
This is breaking news.
This is like so timely.
I have and I was actually, it is very timely. And I have been leveraging it emotionally in my household, which is nice. Anytime my wife bothers me, I'm like, dude, I have pre-diabetes. This cortisol is going to mess up my insulin. So
I got a text message literally on the way over here from a buddy who just got a vasectomy yesterday. And we had recommended the urologist to him who was going to do it. So he goes, look, I just want to tell you, man, literally the best experience ever. The guy was incredible, so funny. He's got me draped like over the table. So like, he's like, there's a drape, like I'm laying on my back.
Like
and
a C-section? They do like they don't let you see?
Yeah, it's like you're sterile.
Okay.
They want to keep you sterile, right?
Gotcha.
And the guy walks in the room first time. He hasn't seen me. He doesn't see my face. He just sees my schlong and he goes, oh, I remember you. But he was like, but it was just all jokes. And he says today, he goes, look, honestly, zero pain at all. But don't tell my wife. I am going to milk this as 10 out of 10 pain for another week.
So important.
Yeah.
So also the vasectomy, you can't ejaculate for like what, 7 days or something?
That's a good question. I don't know how many days.
Swear to God,
I don't know how many days.
I don't know. It's like 7. My friend did it. He
had to hold off. Yeah.
7 whole days. And he said he went a little prematurely and said he had a little bit of pain. So that's not good. But yeah, dude. So that was kind of crazy, man. Because I've been doing all the services because I haven't like been to a doctor in forever. Because I'm like, I go to it, and this is what I think was cool in your book. You have like, what was it, healthcare 2.0 versus like 3. What was the latest?
Yeah, medicine 2.0 versus medicine 3.0. Yeah.
So 3.0 is kind of where you're at. That's kind of more cutting edge. 2.0 is like what, a step up from like medieval humors and
yeah, but still important. I mean, we still want medicine 2.0. Medicine 2.0 will take care of a problem when it shows up.
Gotcha.
And if you're in a car accident, you break your leg, you get pneumonia, you want someone who knows how to deal with those problems. But it's a very different system from, hey, how do I take a guy whose hemoglobin A1C is 5.5, who everyone thinks is just perfect, but I think he's on the path to actually, being diabetic in 10 years. And why would I wait till he's staring down the door when I could just make the changes now?
Yeah, and that was kind of my beef with doctors. I would go there and they're like nice. I don't have anything against them, but I go there and they're just kind of like, yeah, cholesterol's good. And I'm like, this is all we're worried about? Like this is, and it's like, and then they lowered the window to like blood pressure. One day I went in there and they're like, oh, by the way, high blood pressure is lower now. And I'm like, okay. I didn't have a blood pressure problem, but it's like, I just feel like you go there and it's like, you're like a car. You go in and they check like 2 things. You're like, yeah, you're good. But so I really liked your book, how you're like, you want to check for more things and try to increase the health span, not just the lifespan, which I like. Because a lot of people are very unhealthy. Yeah. I thought I was a poster child for health, dude. I'm one of the suffering Americans. Just, I need Michelle Obama to come make me lunch, dude. I'm fucked up right now. So what are you working on right now? Because the book, has anything changed from the book? Because, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but the summary was like the 4 horsemen. That's the things that the 4 leading causes of death. And there are what? Heart disease,
cancer,
neurodegenerative
diseases and dementing diseases like Alzheimer's disease and metabolic disease.
That's me. That's diabetes, right?
And they overlap.
Yeah.
So when you have type 2 diabetes, your risk of those other diseases goes up by 50%. So that one sort of feeds into the other. And also if you have cardiovascular disease, your risk of dementia goes way up. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that sucks. Yeah, and do you know what's weird too? Because I don't want to turn this into like a personal doctor visit, but like I for real had like crazy brain fog. Like I was like messing up recalling words, and a lot of my mom's side had like dementia stuff when they got older. So I started being like, damn, I might be like getting like early dementia. And as soon as I learned about the high A1C, and I don't know if that's like high enough to cause brain fog. Like I was like, I forgot the word croissant. I was like trying to think of that word, couldn't think of that. But as soon as I got off all the carbs and now I'm like basically doing like keto, my brain just like came right back to life. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that that's related to the A1C per se, but fluctuating levels of blood glucose make it just a little more difficult. And some people are more sensitive to it than others. Some people, you know, they can eat all the carbs in the world and it doesn't seem to phase them. And a lot of people are like, no, the moment I go to slower carbs or just no carbs at all or just more complex carbs, my energy levels normalize, and so too does my attention.
Yeah, dude, that happened for me. And I also don't have to eat as much. Like I was eating so much, man. It would be like 4 cups of rice. I was just pigging out.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I stopped eating that much carbs, I eat like 2 meals a day, and they're pretty like sparse. So,
tell me about these pictures here. What's
thank
the
you, man.
significance?
This I just figured it was funny because it's just kind of like a just an ample naked lady sitting at a picnic. So I literally picked the pictures very quickly. This one I just wanted very intense imagery.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of like, this is pleasant. It's a little complicated. What
do you think's going on here? Why is she naked? And who are these guys?
These guys are up to no good for sure. They, I think these guys, it looks like they just got happened upon, and someone's going, "What the hell are you doing with that ample naked lady in the park?" And this guy's like,
but he's like fully dressed.
Yeah.
And then who's the girl in the background?
So to answer your first question, this is a clothed male, naked female. It's a fetish. That's going on. And I think she's kind of like next. I think they're like, get over here, strip down so we can have a naked picnic. This caused a serious uproar back in the day. When this guy painted this, it was a problem.
I can see why.
They were like, if you had someone pose, this lady had to have been a prostitute. And they're like, that's totally scandalous.
Yeah. What year approximately was this?
I wish I knew. I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say like maybe the late 1800s. If I had to guess. But I could be wrong. And that guy, I don't know what that guy's hat's all about over there, but
yeah, I mean, it's sort of. I don't want to profile him, but I have thoughts.
True, it is a hat. I don't recognize that hat, and I do have my own suspicions as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's like. I don't know what's going on. He seems kind of distracted. I think he's being caught. She's just kind of getting caught. There's just a lady in a pond, maybe, just kind of floating around.
Oh, that's interesting. So I see that now. I thought she was picking up apples, but maybe she's washing her hands.
Sure. Well,
in the pond.
One could only guess why. But yeah, so that was cool. I thought that was a fun one. This is very intense. I like this. And then I just, toss a little crucifixion up there.
Yeah, it's the rainbow crucifixion. I don't know my biblical history well enough to. I would embarrass myself if I asked dumb questions. But is there a rainbow after the crucifixion?
I would hope so. God was rising back to heaven 2 days before, so I'd hope that.
No, I thought it was 3 days after this.
3 days, my bad.
Yeah,
3 days.
So that foreshadowed maybe the resurrection. Is what
could
you're
be,
saying.
could be.
Yeah,
but I honestly don't know. I don't have any real knowledge.
Can you imagine how brutal the world was when we crucified people?
I think about it all the time.
Like, how lucky are we to live in this candy ass world of softness?
Dude, I try to tell it to people, and I have people tell me.
I'm so grateful.
It's insane because I try to tell people, I'm like, dude, it was way different. And other people will be
like those guys were
different.
thieves, right?
Yeah.
Like that today, you wouldn't even go to jail.
Yeah,
in most cities.
Yeah, they'll kill you.
Yeah. And then you get crucified?
Yeah. And it also, the procession was like a pretty nasty part of it too. Just to get walked through the streets, spit upon, rocks thrown at you.
I can't fathom.
Dude, the social anxiety back
And by the way,
then
that's
must be
only
crazy.
2,000 years ago, which in the arc of human history is yesterday.
Nothing.
That's nothing.
That's what I try to tell people, man. Because there's a lot of people who are like, everything's always been the same. It's just different variations on the same themes. And I'm like, dude, it's gotten so much different from 2,000 years ago. It can still get so much different.
Think about 500 years ago, right? Think about if you could be you, or you could be the king of England 500 years ago with it sounds great until you get like a dental abscess and you realize there's no AC, there's no heat, the food sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you're going to be the king of England 500 years ago.
Yeah, the food still sucks in England now. Yeah, that's a good point because
it's probably pre-fish and chips.
Yeah, that would actually suck. I didn't ever thought about being like the king of another country. But it would be pretty terrible. There was a king in some medieval time, like longer ago than that, but they thought alcohol was like health stuff back in the day. It was like the spirit.
It kind of was because water was so contaminated, right?
Yeah.
So you basically had two broad cultures that emerged from either the fermentation of alcohol, of water, right, and alcohol to make to get rid of the bacteria, or tea, right? You have sort of the rise of the sort of tea culture where you boiled water. But yeah, the idea that you were just going to go and drink water was like, I mean, the fact that we're sitting here drinking this is incredible.
It's pretty tight, actually. But yeah, they had a king. They were like, they rubbed him down in like brandy, maybe. And then they were like, all right, we're going to like rub this all over his body. And like a candle got too close and just burnt the guy alive. And all the high priests or whatever had to be like, you must have been fucking evil.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
No one put two and two together. They didn't understand exothermic chemical reactions.
Damn, dude. So let me ask you this. What is your, the gist of your book is basically, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but the gist was basically like, we can pre-screen better and we can kind of promote wellness rather than waiting till somebody has like a horrible, often irreversible disease and like try to fix it through kind of like nuking the territory.
And part of it is like, what gets measured gets managed. And so Medicine 2.0 measures lifespan as the ultimate outcome, which is, that's been productive. That's a good thing to measure. I'm not suggesting we shouldn't care about lifespan, because 150 years ago, lifespan was 40 years. Today it's 80. That's insane. We doubled lifespan. And that's all due to Medicine 2.0. Basically figuring out how to not kill women when they gave birth to children, how to keep babies alive when they were born, how to fight infections, how to wash our hands, like that, and a little bit of stuff around trauma and critical care. Like, you doubled human lifespan. But we're not managing health span. And so part of the argument is, okay, we've done pretty well on lifespan. We could do better, but we really have to manage health span.
Yeah.
And so if we think about things that make up health span, it's sort of like, how much muscle mass do you have? How strong are you? How much endurance do you have? How much flexibility and balance do you have? How quick is your cognitive performance? How happy are you? How are your relationships? How much joy do you have in your life? These things are softer and squishier. Some of them are pretty easy to measure, like VO2 max and muscle mass and strength. Some of them are harder to measure, like cognitive performance. But if you don't measure something, there's no chance you're going to manage to it. And I would just argue we have to slightly tilt in the direction of doing more on that front.
Yeah, it'd also be cooler to go to the doctor and have him like hit the treadmill. Let's check your VO2 max.
Yeah, let me see how long you can dead hang for. Let me see your grip strength.
That'd be so much better than sitting there and just being like basically getting molested and leaving. That's all you do. You go there and they're like, all right, we're gonna. What is the coughing? Why do they do that? Why do they hold your?
It's funny. I thought you were going to ask me to do it to you earlier when you said this is not an appointment. I literally thought you were going to whip your junk out and have me check.
I'm just going just for the A, dude. You got to do the butt.
They're checking for a hernia.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But why is that like the top of the pops? And
exactly.
There's so much other things to check. It's like, we're not going to do all this other stuff that'd be useful. We're
not going to look at a bunch of things, but I do want to stick my finger in the inguinal canal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make you cough.
And I'm glad they do that, but it's like, why did that get picked as opposed to all of his other stuff you're talking about? Do you think it has something to do with like just like institutional, just repressed homosexuality throughout the entire culture? And that was like,
I don't know. But I will say this, like, I can't tell you how many rectal exams I've done. And then I realized, like, I mean, technically a good urologist will tell you that their finger is good enough to truly feel a prostate cancer that would otherwise not be picked up on a PSA or some other test. And I'll take them at their word. But I think for the rest of us who don't do 20 a day, yeah, I don't think my finger is good enough.
Don't say that.
I mean, I'll work harder, but
yeah, that's crazy. So they're saying they can just feel like it's just
they've said, like, look, man, there's always that one case that slips through the crack where the guy has a normal PSA, no pun intended. Yeah, jeez.
So they can tell, yeah.
But they're like, yep, if you feel a certain type of super hard nodule on the prostate, that would be suspicious.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I think they really could if doctors would embrace that. It'd be so much more fun. You go, you kind of run on the treadmill, dead hang. They can talk to you a little bit about it. It just seems so kind of sterile.
Plank. Yeah, there's like a bunch of basic tests. Everybody should be able to. We should be able to see the people do. I completely agree.
Yeah, I know. I did really like your book for that reason. Hopefully that kind of stuff takes. So if that's the scope of the book, where do you stand now? Has anything changed in that time? Or is there anything that's like latest and greatest that's kind of like blowing your mind right now?
I think my thinking is always evolving. I would say if I were writing that book today, I would actually kind of add a fifth horseman, which is anything that pertains to a weakened immune system. So I'm just getting over a cold because I have 3 kids and 2 of them are young. So basically I'm always in the face of like some virus, right?
Yeah.
So twice a year, I always get some stupid cold and it's no big deal. You know, it starts in my throat, blah, blah, blah. It gets into my lungs. I hack up a bunch of junk and then I'm fine. But you know, anyone who's been around older folks realizes that that's the kind of thing that can tip them over the edge when they're 80 years old.
Yeah.
You know, a really bad infection, a flu, COVID, things that us, 50-year-olds laugh at can become deadly. And so from a research perspective, this is something I'm super interested in is how do we regenerate the immune system? So, I'm in my 50s. My immune system's also in its 50s. Would it be amazing if when I'm in my 80s, I could still have an immune system that's maybe like in my 50s or 40s? The effect that would have against, mitigating the risk of fatal pneumonias, infections, and even cancers is huge because the immune system is the first line of defense against cancer.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is that it? Didn't they used to use like fevers for that too? They would induce fevers to try to kill certain types of cancer.
Yeah, and it wasn't very successful because it's so nonspecific.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cancer is the only way for the immune system to eradicate cancer is you have to get the very, very, very specific T cell that recognizes exactly that cancer, and you have to figure out a way to make enough of them that it, wins that war. And that rarely happens spontaneously. I mean, the cases are, documented in the literature. They're so rare, but we now have drugs that can make that happen in about 10% of cases.
That's
which is
cool.
huge.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So what's your research yielded? How do you think you can bolster the immune system or like?
I mean, it depends I don't know how technical the audience wants to get into this stuff, but so stop me when this has become unbearable.
For sure.
So we have DNA. Okay. So everyone's heard of DNA. DNA is the code that tells every cell how to make a protein. So, what tells DNA to turn on and off are something called methylations, little carbons that stick on the backbone, or something called the epigenome. So DNA is regulated through this methylation pattern. And as we age, that changes.
Gotcha.
So we can look at a T cell, which is the type of cell that fights a cancer or an infection, and we can say, that's what an old one looks like. That's what a new one looks like. Even though the DNA is the same, the epigenome above the genome, this methylation pattern looks different. And so the question is, what if we took the methylation pattern of an old T cell and made it look like a young T cell? Would it revert into a young T cell? So to me, that's certainly top 2 or 3 most interesting questions in aging research today.
That's pretty cool. And that makes sense because it's like the DNA, you're born with it, and then the epi layer, that's like the kind of like pattern that's affected through the environment.
That's what regulates it, exactly.
Yeah. And then so if you can kind of get into that. And then so you could, and it was stress too, because I noticed that was a big thing in your book. And you can stress yourself to the point where your epigenome will just start being like,
everything in the environment can affect that. So it's affected just naturally through aging. So the passage of time affects it, but so does anything in the environment. So whether you exercise, whether you smoke, whether you have diabetes or not, all of those things, good sleep, bad sleep, high stress, low stress, anything can tweak that in the right or wrong direction.
Damn. Okay. That's pretty cool. So you're saying,
but the gravitational pull of age is huge. And that's the one I'm most interested in is like, how would you, because even the healthiest 80-year-old has nowhere near the immune system of an unhealthy 30-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. And we saw that everyone was hoping against hope that Mike Tyson would just knock out Jake Paul, and that was kind of like a bitter moment for a lot of people.
Yeah, you can't, age is not like
just can't do it.
Yeah, as Father Time is undefeated, as everybody said.
Yeah, even with like the TRT, what are your thoughts on that? Like in terms of like, what age to kind of smash the glass and just go full upgrade?
I don't know that there's an age I would do it. I mean, I think the things that I would, I had a long talk with a patient yesterday about this exact question, and he's pretty young. He's like 36. Does not have kids, but wants to have kids. Yeah. So that's a huge consideration. So in his situation, I would say like TRT is not a good idea. I suggested that he bank sperm. And if he wants to go down that rabbit hole, and by the way, I don't think he needs to, because I don't think his levels are like kind of 50th percentile. He's not terribly symptomatic. I would kind of eke out a bit more time, but I would rely on hormones that are going to ramp up his body's production of testosterone, as opposed to just giving him testosterone, which will shut off his body's supply
Forever?
No, and it's not something that happens overnight. Like
Gotcha.
He'd have to be on testosterone for a while before he would shut down his own production.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on that? On like that whole thing, especially for 30-year-olds? Do you think it's like good to kind of have that, or do you think it like should be kind of a long road?
I think you got to take every case individually, but if a 30-year-old has testosterone that is so low that it's impacting him, I think you have to start by asking why.
Right.
Like, how bad is his sleep? How bad is his stress? How bad is every other factor going on? I mean, when I finished, when I was, leaving my residency, my testosterone was 227, I think, which is insanely low. That's only 2.5 times higher than a woman.
What?
Yeah.
Is that why doctors' hands are so soft every time you shake them? Damn,
No,
that's crazy.
That's for the rectal exam, so you just don't get
That's true. That's true. You wouldn't want like my dad's.
No,
finger.
but the reason is pretty clear, right? Because I was sleeping 28 to 30 hours a week.
Damn.
Right. So, horrible sleep deprivation is going to make it really difficult to make appropriate levels of testosterone.
And that makes it harder for you to sleep too when your testosterone gets lower?
I think probably a little bit, but the causality is much more in the opposite direction, meaning the horrible sleep is destroying
I see.
the production of testosterone and growth hormone. But of course, at the time, it never occurred to me to do anything about it, and once I, was in a job where I could actually sleep each night, lo and behold, my testosterone kind of normalized.
It peaked up.
Yeah.
What do you think that's a good thing for people to actually look at? Because I always get the feeling that like if you even go into one of those places, they're going to hard sell you and you'll be on the tee like before you know it.
I think you should not go to, I'm trying to think of the right analogy. If you walk into a store that only sells hammers, everything's a nail.
Yeah.
Right. So I think if you walk into a tea shop and all they do is male hormone optimization, I would say buyer beware.
Yeah.
Because even if they internally have the best of intentions, like I just don't think they can get out of their own way.
Yeah.
I also think you should be very wary of going to a place for any sort of therapy where they're selling you the therapy.
True.
Like if my whole shtick is I'm here to, give you the best hormones or supplements or whatever, and oh, by the way, on your way out, we'll sell them to you. It's just such a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
So,
so what do you think about even the internet companies that are like I did one. I don't know if it's nice to like name it or not, but like the ones that like you mail like stool sample, blood, saliva, and they're like, here's precision supplements for you and you alone. How do you think they're like? How much of that is kind of generic, and do you think some of those companies are really dialed in or like?
I don't doubt that there are ways to kind of sort of optimize supplements around biomarkers. I'm not sure that it's as precise as people want to believe. Yeah. I certainly don't think that. I actually think you can do a lot of supplement optimization off really basic blood work. Like I don't think, certainly, a stool sample is not necessary because most probiotics can't even provide the bacteria you need to impact it. I mean, your diet has a far greater role. Your fiber content has a far greater role on your gut biome and things that you'd be measuring in stool. And obviously saliva, blood, urine can measure things that are relevant and interesting. There aren't that many things that I think are worth taking. Like I think, if you're low in vitamin D and you're not getting enough sunlight, that makes sense. But that's a pretty simple blood test. If your homocysteine is elevated, you probably should take some methylated B vitamins. And if you drop it by more than 5 or 6 points, you're probably doing a lot. If your omega levels are low, fish oil probably helps if you're not willing to eat 3 servings of fish a week.
Right.
But the true basics of this are really simple. And then there's other supplements that probably make sense for most people, and you don't even need to test for them. Like anybody who's active could probably justify taking creatine.
Yeah.
And there's no blood test that's going to tell you whether or not you need it. We just know that, to fill and saturate total body storage, you're going to need 3 to 5 grams per day. So,
Really? That was surprising. That was like something I heard like in college, like, years ago when I'd lift weights. It was like creatine was almost like, viewed as like a serious kind of like bodybuilder supplement. Now everything I read is like, no, everyone needs a ton of creatine.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just if you're playing the game of optimizing, you're going to get a benefit, probably about a 10% boost in performance for intensity and like super short intensity, i.e. the creatine phosphate energy system. So kind of like high bursts of 10-second work, and then anaerobic stuff. It's not going to improve much aerobically, but and you'll also get a little hypertrophy benefit because the muscles will get bigger when they bring more water in.
That makes sense. Yeah, if like my kids are like 7 feet away and they're not listening, I could just fucking run at them.
Easy.
Like, the fuck are you doing?
Easy.
Just hulk them down. Yeah, that's my thing with fitness. A lot of people, and I'm sure I don't know if you've heard this. You're kind of I'm sure your like listenership is very health oriented, but a lot of people get very like, I don't know, like very kind of scoffed. They kind of scoff a lot of this stuff where they're like, who gives a shit? And it's like, and I feel bad because like I do get it. If you're like in a job you hate and you're just totally crushed down by like your life circumstance, having somebody be like, dude, eat a banana and do jumping jacks, you're gonna be like, dude, fuck you. I don't want to think about this. But it also will make your life better. Like I always like, whenever I lose sight of that, whenever I get too into my own like just stuff where I'm like, this isn't going well, I don't have time. If I just take like an hour, even a half an hour, and just like run as fast as I can, it's like I feel like amazing.
Yeah.
And I always say that's like a nice dimension you can add to your life where it's like everyone's like, like I want to get better in my job, blah, blah, blah. It's like just adding that, like time yourself running 100 meters and then try to get a better time next week. It gives you something you're kind of making progress in. And it also, you feel like great as a result.
Yeah. I think this is where kind of social media really distorts reality. And the example you give is a great one, right? So if your health sucks and you're trying to figure out where you're going to find an extra 2 hours a week to do some form of self-care, the last thing you need is some idiot influencer telling you to spend more time in the sauna and cold plunging. Like I can promise you that is not the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth best use of your time if you only have 2 hours a week.
How would you break it down then?
If you've only got, I would start with let's do the absolute basics of blocking and tackling. So first thing I want to know is, are you getting at least 7 hours of sleep a night? Because if you're not getting at least 7 hours of sleep a night, it's going to be very difficult for you to do anything at your best.
So I don't want to interrupt you. My question with that is, say you are tracking your sleep and you only get like 43 hours of deep sleep every night, even though you go to bed at like a proper time. Does that matter as much of like REM versus deep sleep, or like?
I assume you mean 43 minutes, but
43 minutes.
Yeah.
I wish it's fucking 43 hours.
I only get 43 hours of deep sleep a year. I'm doing the math quickly. Oh god. I don't know. If a person says, I feel really well, and there are these, I link to them in the book. There are a whole bunch of surveys you can get for free that just have you do like, these are validated surveys that kind of go through daytime drowsiness and stuff like that. If you're in bed 7 to 7.5 hours a night, ideally 8, and your little sleep tracker says you're sleeping 7, but you're not happy with your stages, I wouldn't put a lot of stock into that unless you feel that there is a problem.
Got you.
But if you're like, no, I feel fine, and I fill out all the 2 surveys and they said I'm doing fine, ignore the data.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and stop wearing the tracker.
I know. I gotta
just
stop.
Done with the tracker. So
I was checking every day. I'm like 43 fucking minutes.
Yeah. Like it just creates more anxiety.
It's just red. I see red numbers. And I'm like, fuck.
I haven't used one of those in a longer time than I can remember.
Yeah.
So
just do the basics.
The next bucket. So then the next bucket I want to know is what's your physical activity level? So let's say this is a person who's got none. They're doing none. And they say, look, I've only got 2 extra hours. I'm putting that entire 2 hours into exercise. So I'm going to say, we're going to do 4 30-minute workouts a week. And, again, I'd have to know more about the person, but it could easily end up being, we're going to do 2 cardio sessions a week. We're going to do 2 strength sessions a week. One of those cardio sessions per week is going to be kind of aerobic base training where you're going at the same intensity the whole time. It's not that high. You can still sort of almost carry out a conversation. It's a little hard to talk, but you could. And then the other cardio session I would do, say 3 days off of that, would be more interval, kind of like what you were describing. So let's get on if you're at a gym and they have one of those air bikes, do something there, be on a treadmill, be outside. It doesn't really matter. Like the goal, this person will get so much benefit from 2 hours a week of exercise that it almost doesn't matter what they do. And then the other 2 days a week, I'd have them do 2 30-minute whole body workouts at a gym where they never stop moving.
Okay.
So if you're doing it at home, it might be push-ups, pull-ups, wall sits, something like that. If you're at the luxury of being at a gym, you might just rotate machine to machine to machine and never stop. And that would just bring huge dividends. And then the last thing I'd do is, in addition to that, is just do a quick audit of their diet.
Yeah.
Are you overweight? Are you adequate weight? Are you underweight? That determines whether you need to eat more or less. And then are you getting enough protein? And honestly, like, I wouldn't make it much more detailed than that. And so look, with just a little bit of that insight, you've made better use of 2 hours a week. You've got them to stop worrying about their sleep. You've maybe changed 3 little things in their diet. I promise you that person in 3 months is going to feel significantly better. And then maybe, by the way, at that point, they're like, you know what? I wouldn't mind doing 3 hours a week of this exercise thing because I'm feeling kind of good. And you know what? I kind of want to dial the diet in a little bit more. But again, the problem is too many people are consuming information that says, oh my God, you need to be on this supplement. You need to be on this supplement. You need to be doing 30 minutes of this type of sauna and 20 minutes of this type of cold plunge. And people are like, shut up.
Yeah, I don't
like,
I can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, and to be clear, I love sauna and I love cold plunge, but it is like the 20th thing on my list of 21 things that is a part of my routine.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. That's actually cool to hear because it is like the solution is pretty basic and simple, and that's the thing that gets me bummed out when, like, because I do think we live, and I could just be wrong, but I feel like we live in a pretty nihilistic kind of age, and it's like it does suck when that spreads. It's like a physical nihilism. Like, what the fuck's the point of even? It's like, dude, you'll feel so much better. If I don't work out, I get depressed. It's like A to B easily. If I don't do it for like 2 weeks, I'm just like depressed and sad, and it's like, and if you don't do it, it's just you feel terrible, and I always like to try to, like, just get up and move your fucking body, man. There's so much, it's so much better than
we were meant to move.
We were.
And meant to be outside. That might be the other thing I would add is figure out a way to do something outdoors, like whether it's a quick walk or incorporate some of that exercise outdoors.
You know what I started doing? Skateboarding. At my ripe old age of 38, I started
took it out.
I just took it back. I've been doing it when I was little, I just started it, and it's weird. That's a real eye-opener when you take an activity you did in childhood effortlessly. You're like, let me try this again at 38. Dude, I swear I burnt 900 something calories. I skateboarded for an hour and 20 minutes. And I was dying.
That's
like,
awesome.
Cardio wise, I was just doing like a little pump track where you kind of just like ride up on a wall. Dude, I thought I was going to die. I used to do this all day when I was younger. Now I'm like, it's like a real eye opener to be like, all right, where am I at? Because I do feel like, especially, I guess men and maybe women do it too, but men specifically over index, like, I'm good. And it's like, try something that you did when you were younger. And you're like, holy shit, I'm going to my heart rate was at like 170 the whole time. Just skateboarding. And I was barely pushing. I just had to like balance myself on this track. It was amazing though. I agree with you. It's like, find something, to do and just kind of, I don't know. I feel like, I do feel like we get too tunnel visioned into like the career stuff. And it's like, you need to do that to survive. But it's like the sacrifice of hours of time for like the quote unquote rest time into like physical activity just pay dividends and all the other things you're trying to do anyway. But
yeah,
I always sound like a broken record, but I'm like, dude, it's so important, man. It really is. So yeah, skateboarding's awesome. We should go one time. Do you skate?
Nope, I do not at all.
Have you ever?
Nope. And it's funny. I mean, growing up, I was certainly of that age when a lot of kids were skateboarding. I don't know why, it just never appealed to me.
Yeah.
I was sort of busy in my own little world. My daughter did for a little bit. She's 16 now, but she did probably like when she was 12, 10, 11, 12, she was pretty into it. The coolest thing I've picked up recently, though it's not a physical activity, but I'm freaking obsessed with it, is chess.
Really?
Holy cow.
How are you pretty good?
No, I'm horrible. I mean, I'm
pretty
just
bad.
learning, but I love it. Like,
Yeah.
I can't stop playing. I just can't stop.
Who are you playing against?
I'm just playing my boys.
Really?
Literally, just the three of us.
Phone
just go back
chess
and forth.
or
no,
physical
like on
chess?
the board.
That's good. Yeah.
Writing down every move, studying our moves after.
Really?
Like nerding out, watching YouTube videos. I'm obsessed with this guy, Magnus Carlsen, who's the best chess
I've
player
heard
in the
of him,
world.
actually, yeah.
Dude, I can't stop watching chess porn.
Really?
Can't stop.
That's awesome.
Can't stop.
That's awesome.
You know how YouTube figures out what you're about? Like
Yes.
my videographer for our podcast, he pulls me aside like 3 weeks ago, goes, are you getting into chess? And I'm like, how do you know? He goes, because like I'm managing our YouTube channel and like it only populates it's just like pushing chess stuff all day.
That's
And I was
awesome.
like, yeah, dude, I can't stop.
It is good for your
I
brain.
stay up
though.
at night like watching chess videos.
Do
It's
you
awful.
really?
Oh, it's awful. I'm like, it's 9:30. I should go to bed.
What's your opening move? What do you go with?
Oh, I'm typically like E4. You know, but I like to castle really early. So I'm going to try to castle within about within 4 or 5 moves if I'm doing a kingside castle.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the first move, the horse, just over your pawns and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
It's called. There's a name for it. I forget what
There
it's called.
is,
It's like
yeah,
the English or something. But
Horse.
the horse. I just fucking bang. Here's my motherfucking horse.
Yeah. No, the knight's cool because again, he can hop over people.
You
It's
move in
awesome.
that fucked up L-shaped pattern. But yeah, I love chess too. That is fun. I just say I don't have anyone to play it with. That's the thing. It's like it's how long does a chess game take?
One of my boys is super aggressive, so the games are quick because he just comes
Really?
out swinging.
Does he really?
Oh, he swings.
I like that.
He goes for the fences. And then the other one is so conservative and so thoughtful that the games take like so long. And I got us a little timer too. So I'm like, buddy,
That's
you have
nice. Yeah.
2 hours to make the first 40 moves or you're disqualified.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, you got to think on your feet.
And the younger one, the one who's super aggressive, is so competitive. Like if anyone in our family ever makes it and becomes like great, it's him. Because you can't like hit the fire is insane.
Really?
When he loses, he tears up his sheets, and I'm like, buddy, you shake my hand, and we had a good game. And he's like, and he's just losing his mind that he lost a game of chess.
It's war. Yeah, it's war. Is it true that the possibilities of the chessboard are kind of infinite?
They
in a
are
way?
truly infinite.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a computationally infinite problem,
Damn.
or as close to. I mean, I shouldn't say infinite, right? In that AI can,
Yeah.
but it's from a practical perspective, I think it's infinite.
Damn. That's awesome. That is cool. I'm going to try it. My kids are too young for that. My daughter did one
Your
of those.
oldest is 6?
4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
4. 6 could be 6 is doable.
6 is
4
totally doable.
I did chess. We did one of those big ones. We were on vacation and we did one of those those like huge outdoor chess boards with the big pieces.
Yeah.
We did it and I tried with my 4-year-old, and by the end of it, it was like the mommy and daddy were the queen and king were mommy and daddy, and the pawns were all of our babies. And I was like, all right, man. The hell, this sucks. But yeah, man, that is amazing.
I once made the mistake of in a game, like one of my older one, the one who's more conservative, like he had a rook, knight, bishop in the back that hadn't moved. And it was like 25 moves in. And I'm like, buddy, those guys over there are standing there like they got their thumbs up their butts. And now those 2 boys cannot stop saying that. They just walk around anytime someone's not moving. Why do you have your thumb up your butt? And my wife's like, why do you say this stuff to them? Like, you can't say anything like that. They're just going to say whatever you say.
I know. It's weird. It's weird because my 4-year-old is like language police in our house. She like will learn that something's bad, and then she's just like horrified of the idea of saying it. And she's like, if she hears us saying anything like we even say the word hate. I don't know we didn't. This wasn't a rule for us. But I hate that. She'll be like, don't say that. And she like polices our language. If we say like that, my wife said freaking the other day. And she's like, Mom, that's a bad word.
It's a bad word. Yeah.
Like, no, it's not. And she's like, and I was arguing. My wife's like, no, just give her that one. She's like, it's pretty nuts. But yeah, that is true. They do parrot everything. You really do got to watch what you say, because you can say whatever you want around them for the longest time, and eventually you're like, oh shit, you can talking shit on my neighbors. You can hear this. You can hear this right now.
Our youngest one, when this is the super aggressive one, so it's not surprising. I think when he was like 3, we get a call from the preschool, and they're like, yeah, you got to come and get him. My wife's like, what's going on? They're like, he said the F word.
Whoa.
My wife's like, oh, I'll be right there, but
they made you get him for that?
I'm like, this is a misunderstanding. And my wife's like, first of all, the kid is obsessed with rhyming. So he almost assuredly was like, truck, fuck, or something like that. And the woman is like, no. He's actually the first kid we've ever heard use it properly.
Oh, no.
They're like, what was the situation? And they're like, well, he was in circle time, and we were telling all the kids they had to be quiet, and he wasn't being quiet. And we're like, hey, if you're not quiet, you're going to have to get up and leave. And he wouldn't be quiet. So we got up and made him leave, and he stood up apparently and just goes, fuck it. And then walked and got out of the corner.
Like, that's a coincidence.
Yeah. I'm like, I think he learned that from his mom.
Yeah, my daughter nailed she dropped something one time when she was really little, and she was like, shit. I was like, damn it. That was right on
That's
the money.
on me. Yeah.
I was like, that was right on the money.
Yeah.
So they made you, what do you, like, it was like a 1 day suspension?
Yeah, it was
preschool?
like he's on probation now. I mean, it was like, we ended up finding another preschool for him that he did great in.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's insane to like be like, you got to come get this kid.
Yeah.
Although that could spread like wildfire amongst other people. This is all,
Yeah, I guess I can see it from their point as well.
No, that's lame. That's crazy to be like, he must leave right now. But I think they got to let that kind of stuff go. That is tricky though, man, because especially at that age, it's like kids hit other kids, and like, you know, some people are like, this is like, you can't. It's like, but I don't know. I treat it like the dog park. It's like they'll figure it out, man. If it's really bad,
there's got to be enough discomfort in the situation for the kids to evolve.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, because it's like, dude, you got to let, they're going to do that, man. It's like, you know, me and my cousin got separated and we were in kindergarten together. And then we went to the same school the next year and they were like, AM class, BM class. They can't be with each other at all. But I thought it turned out all right. It turned out all right. So before you get out of here, as we're coming up on, where are we at right now, Josh? I don't want to keep you too long. Huh? 45. Perfect. The one thing that I feel like was in the book a lot, you talked about how, and again, always correct me if I'm wrong because I have stuff in my head. Stress was something was really on the back burner that you kind of put to kind of like the forefront of your thinking from like the day to day and a health perspective. Where do you kind of stand on that? And like, do you have any thoughts on that at all?
When I think about like, what is the thing that's going to kill me fastest? I think it's undoubtedly stress. I just think I think it's the most insidious killer in a way because it's the hardest thing to measure directly. Mm-hmm. You can sort of measure some of its indirect actions, like on blood pressure and blood sugar, which both go in the wrong direction when stress is high. But I think there's even components of it that just, even when blood sugar and blood pressure are normal, I still think it's just doing something to your brain, probably, and to your heart. And again, I don't think anybody would feel good living in a zero stress environment. So it's mostly just about kind of managing how one responds to it. And I think it goes beyond just stress. I think it's sort of like just overall like satisfaction in life and contentment and, you know, enjoying your relationships with people. You know, I interviewed this guy on my podcast, Bill Perkins, who wrote this incredible book. It's one of my favorite books. It's called Die with Zero. Mm-hmm. And he writes about how you have basically like, you know, you have time, you have money, and you have experiences. And he talks about it through health. So health, time, and money. Okay. And you're not optimizing for the most of any one of those. You're optimizing for the net of fulfillment. Okay. So too many people miss that, right? They're just like working really, really hard to get as much money as possible or as much fame as possible. Or they're like maniacally focused on their health. And that's the only thing they think about. Right. Or they're just trying to, you know, live as long as possible or make as much time for certain things. But it's kind of like how you put all those things together to optimize around fulfillment. So in this book, he writes about this idea of like people aren't doing the equation correctly. They're deferring too many experiences when they're young to do when they're old, but then they don't realize when they're old, their health is actually they're not actually able to do it when they have all the money in the world. Yeah. They can't go and take the incredible vacation, or if they can, their kids aren't with them or their kids aren't young. So I think it's just kind of reframed a lot in my mind and made me realize that, you know, when our kids are young and we are incredibly healthy, that should be the time that we invest more in fulfillment and experiences as a family. Which has just been a completely different mindset for me from where I was most of my life. Yeah. Just going kind of like full blast. Make as much money as possible. Sleep when I'm dead. That's a big one. Sorry about that bug, dude. That bug won't leave you alone. It hasn't even come over to me at all. I must stink. Yeah, that is kind of a cool thing too, man. Because you don't really, it's also something you don't really learn. Like nobody really tells you how to manage your stress. You kind of mostly, from what I gather, you kind of just like watch your parents deal with stress and you're like, all right. And you just kind of like take those patterns and just apply them to your life. And it's like, it really does like, what I've been trying to do recently is like, just take one day out of the week. Usually it's Sunday because like we're all off, everyone's hanging out. And I just try to focus on like being as calm and at ease. That's like top priority of my day. Usually it's like, I got to get this done. I got to this done. And like on one day a week, I'll be like, I'm only focused today. My number one goal is to try to like stay in a state of like ease and kind of contentment. And if I get out of it, I like before I'm like, well, I just try to zero in on that. And that's been kind of like, for me, that's been like a bit of a revelation to be like, oh, I can move through like multiple days without completely spinning myself the fuck out. And, it's been, I don't know, it's been kind of nice. And what do you think spins you out? Is it just busy? It's too much?
Yeah, it's
Or
too
is there
much.
a particular thing?
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. It could be my kids not listening, kind of spins me out if I'm like trying to get up the steps and it takes 40 minutes and I'm kind of like, all right, like, let's go. Could be anything. Could be like overwhelmed, like just like situations at work I got to deal with that are just completely overwhelming. Stuff in the house, it's just like lack of sleep. Because our kids are still so little that like our sleep gets fucked up. But yeah, it is. It's usually like relational stress or just like work stuff. Those are the two main things that kind of like can really spin me out.
And I would argue that most work stress is relational as well. So I kind of agree. I think relationships are both the best part of life and the most stressful part of life.
Yeah, I agree. So that's been my.
That's what's going on here, by the way. A lot of relational stress in that film. I can tell you right now.
That is true. But yeah, that's kind of the thing, man. It's like, well, this is my whole point is like you do have some say in how much a thing can everything can floor you. Things come out of nowhere and you're like, you get caught in it. But just learning how to be like, all right, something got me. It's like laser tag. Like my thing's beeping. I can kind of walk myself through this without like going on like a Godzilla path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. That's been pretty helpful for me before I get caught. That's my ultimate fate. She's like, babe, I'm having a naked picnic with a prostitute. She's right there and they're coming out of the water just hawking me.
It's not what it looks like.
But yeah, that is the number one, man. It's like, dude, it's like managing stress, keeping yourself physically fit because you can't like otherwise like what the fuck are we doing, man? It's like it's like unless some people are just surviving, which is kind of that sucks. But I don't know. I feel like people there's other countries where people are just surviving, but they still do cool stuff.
Yeah.
They're like big ornate jugs of water and they carry it around. They like dance and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of sick. I'm just trying to make people happy. I don't know how to do it. Well, dude, I mean, is there anything else that's kicking in your mind?
I don't think so.
Well, I think you did it. Thank you for coming and doing this. I apologize for the strange format, but how do you feel about standing in podcasting?
I think it's hilarious. I think it is. This is the first standing podcast I've ever done.
Bro, it's not bad. How do you feel about it, honestly? You can hurt my feelings. If you
Honestly,
don't like it.
I think I have better posture than I normally do.
That's what I'm saying. When you're sitting on a podcast, you're kind of like slouching forward.
Yeah.
Standing keeps you on your feet. It keeps the mind sharper.
Like, I feel like we're doing a political debate the way they're angled at each other, too. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I need a moderator to ask me a question. That's the only thing that it would have been a little better if it was moderated. If this discussion was moderated.
That's a good
and more heated.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. I want to work on being less
I wouldn't
chill.
mind a teleprompter next time, if you wouldn't mind.
Teleprompter is nice.
So I want a teleprompter there, moderator there, a
Right.
little more.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we could bring some heat.
Yeah.
We could bring some heat to this. If you want the heat, I have some burning hot questions. I didn't ask them. They're about a lawsuit. So I was like, I don't. Why can't everyone? You can't talk about lawsuits. No one can ever talk about them.
I know the lawyers say no.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
What's the point? Bring awareness.
Bring awareness.
Yeah, I did. I was researching just, when you have someone on
Yeah,
scene,
yeah.
I saw you're embroiled in a lawsuit and I said, hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. So, but we won't, the lawyers won't like that. That is bullshit. You can't talk. I mean, dude, don't do it. But that is like, why? What the fuck's the problem? I don't know, whatever. But anyway. Well, dude, thank you. Dude, is there anything you want to plug? Is there the book? Obviously, read the book, dude.
Read the book, listen to the podcast.
Peter, to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
You're the man.